I think Serum just forgot us.
He may have. He may have.
Maybe
Eric
if
Lone
you write
Star is playing Dungeons and Dragons. The torch has been lit. Every time I see that phrase, the torch has been lit, I just think of Torch smoking a joint. I can't think of anything else.
I don't think he can get high. It's like Captain America. He can't get drunk because his cells are constantly regenerating.
Torch or Tweets or whoever, does anybody have Serum on Steam? Because that may be useful eventually.
I do not.
Here, let me... Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
I don't have anyone anywhere, I'm
Well, I really need to keep an eye on my freaking voice channel, and that's kinda annoying, but...
I'm sorry, mate.
No problem. I mean, it's a problem, but no problem for you.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's not your fault. Not everything is Griffin's fault. So
Yeah.
Everything probably. Yeah, thanks.
If you like stream a movie, is it like also disconnecting, or is it?
It's always just like not sending my voice anymore. Suddenly, that's
No, I mean in general. I mean, does it do it in other instances too, like streaming a video? Oh.
No. It's just a voice, and it's only in Discord and only in the desktop version.
Interesting.
I mean, I could
Discord
join.
and only in the desktop version. That is so.
I have an idea. I will just join you guys in a few seconds on my phone. That's
if you want.
My voice won't be that good, but I'm not recording today, so I don't mind. Just give me a second.
Sure. That actually reminds me, the first time that I was on BirdLife for them, I was actually on my phone because I was having issues.
Computer issues.
Yeah, I'm not. He's not on Steam at the moment.
Okay.
Just
I'm sad that he might not see this particular adventure. I hope he pops in the middle of it, because I don't know how long it will last, but it's a very fun one. I had some of you specifically in mind when I was trying to find something good to do. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
I am a bird.
Does it work? Does it work? Am I a bird?
You are a bird, yes.
I just
As am I.
Yes, but for how long will you remain a bird in this particular adventure?
Oh my.
Oh yes.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Is this...
Oh yeah.
I was pooped, and I was summoned.
We have finally.
Finally.
The secret is I literally just said like boop or something like that, and then he appears. So I'm the key.
So you had to boop a dragon.
I'm the key.
You are.
So can you hear me?
It's the door.
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you, please.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Hello. Is it me
Hello
you're looking for?
I can see.
Oh my
I can hear it in your phone. I can't see with my eyes. I don't know the lyrics to this song.
Okay, everyone, time out. Time out. First off,
It's about fall.
It's my fault.
So I'm going to do a roll call while we're still waiting for Zerum to get over onto roll 20. So roll call. Do we have Artonis the sorcerer?
Wow.
Okay, that's a yes. Do we have Yikstab the rogue? Do we have Ayul the ranger?
Oh no! I think he fell under the table.
He fell under
It's spreading. It's spreading.
And this is why I do roll call.
Tweet just lately told me he can hear me, but I think maybe he really fell on the table.
maybe he's under the table now and can reach the microphone anymore. Like, you know, a small.
Maybe
I mean,
he
my
actually
character
became a bird.
I can make fun about small characters because I'm a small character too. So.
Because you are a small character, yes. Okay, well, let me make sure everyone else is here. We have Aspen Buckeye, the bard.
Because baby, you're a magic missile.
Oh,
Come
boy.
on, make that XP drizzle. All right, yeah, I'm here.
And we have Zarum, dragon extraordinaire.
Yeah, I figured something like that.
Currently sleeping. There we go. All right, so it looks like we are just waiting on secretary tweets. Once he gets himself together.
I'm still here. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention because I'm trying to discuss food with my boyfriend since I am going to fucking die if I don't eat.
Oh yes, you probably should not die. I heard it's bad for your health.
Yeah, it's very bad. I've only got like half a life, so.
To not destroy the magic, you can only eat if we eat in game.
Fleeks,
I would like to say something that
we're gonna start by eating you.
Yeah.
All right, Kentucky Fried Kenku. Okay. So I'm going to, first off, welcome back, everyone. It has been 2 weeks since our last, 3 weeks, technically, since our last game. So I am going to make sure that we are entirely caught up on what is happening and how we are going to begin. So, first off, our last particular adventure saw us hunting down the murderer of the murderer of the one Ingaret who apparently contracted a group of assassins called the Order of the Black Rose to attempt to character assassinate you first and then just flat out assassinate you. You foiled her particular plans, and in doing so, she paid with her life. Whilst being interrogated by the guards over at the castle, she herself was murdered. You tracked down the murderers and were attacked on your way to their particular hangout at the Scroll and the Bottle Inn. When you arrived there, you started to try to feel out for information about the Black Rose and this mysterious individual with the initials of CK, only to find out that apparently everyone at the Scroll and the Bottle has the initials CK. You tried to sneak around to the back of the establishment where it appears that there were guards, and a small scuffle ensued in which the two, while you debated for quite some time as to what to do with these two individuals, Artonis very quickly decided to dispatch them. While at the same time, a individual who was pretending to be drunk attempted to take you out, and instead his life was also ended.
By a dragon.
What's that?
Don't anger dragons that are hungry.
he was already eaten by a dragon.
Well, there was one individual who was not quickly murdered. The other person who was affected by a sleep spell that Artonis cast to knock out the two guards, someone who had just a random customer had been knocked out at the bottom of the stairs when you went into the cellar of this particular inn. You stashed him away without killing him, thank God. And eventually you found out that at the bottom of this location, inside of this cellar, was a group of individuals kind of coyly playing around without actually saying that they were with the Order of the Black Rose or with the Order of the Black Rose. In order to avoid a large-scale fight, you were challenged to a duel of wits, speed, agility, and games. You somehow, and through a little bit of I'm going to say luck, but it was actually very good use of the inspiration cards, managed to win 2 of the games out of the 3. and you manage to get information from these individuals. They do work for the Order of the Black Rose, and the bartender at the cellar, the bartender in the cellar, indicated knowledge that Ingaret used them and paid them well to contract out your deaths, and when she failed, the Order of the Black Rose took you out, or took her out. The contract against you has been suspended, seeing as how the commissioner is no longer with us, and you are probably more trouble than you're worth to send assets after. So you now have them as a point of contact, should you desire.
Yes.
The person, you never found out who actually ran the Order of the Black Rose, but you do know that the cellar at the Scroll in the Bottle is where you would go if you want to try and talk to them again for any reason.
Yeah.
Are there any questions?
What was the name of the bartender? The supposedly name.
Yes. So the name of that part. So you received a lot of names. The barkeep, and I will have to spell this for you.
Yes.
Kuamara Cragwin.
Yeah.
Yep. I will go ahead and I will.
Post in the chat. I would
Yep.
say.
I will post it in the chat. So you know that this individual is essentially your point of contact.
And he's
if you want
obviously
to-
Irish.
Obviously. Just wait until you find the name of the person running the job.
Oh lord.
Is it my last
right.
name?
What?
What about their last? I don't
It's
know if
led by a
anyone's.
leprechaun. I already know it's led by a leprechaun. Leprechaun.
My God. What have we stepped into?
A leprechaun poop. All right.
It's all a
So
leprechaun.
after this particular encounter, you returned back to the temple.
I had one other question. Did we actually get the bounties cleared off of us?
You did actually get the bounties cleared off of you. So Cragwin, the bartender, stated that due to their enjoyment of the games and the knowledge that you have basically culled some of their weaker members, i.e. the guards up above, they think that you're a little bit more trouble than they were paid to kill you. So they have suspended the contracts against your group.
Also, they had a bit of fun with like competition. They are all gamblers.
Yes, so that is what they had. A correction, and I think I see what you're getting at. That is what was told to you. And so I think if you were intelligent, you would probably still sleep with one eye open, but at this point, it is doubtful that the Order of the Black Rose will try anything against you. Indeed, the contractor is dead, and it's just not worth it to go after you anymore. But they do have your name.
And I gave them 10 gold. Yeah.
Say again.
and I gave Kuamara 10 gold.
Yes, and you never saw another Kenku while you were there.
Yeah. That's problematic.
Just so you know, you were so the assassin who took out Ingaret was very Kenku-esque, and you notice that all of the sheafs of the feathers of the fletching for their arrows are indeed Kenku feathers.
And I
At
learned
least that you've seen.
And I learned the Kenku is female. That was something you emphasized last time.
Yes, the Kenku was female. All right. Any further? Does that answer your question, Zara? Oh, did that answer your question?
My question? Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, are there any other questions before we continue and I set you up for our current day's expedition?
Who's a pretty bird?
No more question.
Yeah.
Who's what?
Who is a pretty bird?
Who's a pretty bird?
Tweets is a pretty word.
Oh heck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Anything else?
no one ever watches my streams, but anyone that would, just to accidentally, I drank a bunch of mouthwash. Am I gonna die?
What? No.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
So I mean, it's not the kind of alcohol that you want to actually drink, but you'll probably be safe.
But Eclipse, am I going to die? How
You're
much
gonna
time?
get sick,
How
probably.
much
At
time
some
do
point
I
in
have?
time in the future, you will die.
Roll for
yes.
My God.
constitution. Roll for constitution, then we tell you.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, at
Well,
some
well,
point in
you
time
died.
in the future, you will die. Sorry.
My God. How much
Oh,
time?
We don't know.
We don't know.
10 minutes. How's that?
I'm okay with that.
Better play with
So-
it.
If you have no,
So
if you have,
we're calling the session in 10 minutes, right?
I mean, if we tell you die in 10 minutes, you're super relieved if you don't.
That's right.
Everything went better than expected.
I
Is
like
that
the
a-
way Kenku thinks.
So is that a con check or a con saving check?
That is a Constitution saving check. It's basically you're doing a death roll. All right.
I can't read the sheet. They changed the sheet on D&D Beyond, so now the sheet that I'm reading off of Roll20, I'm it's completely jumbled.
It's okay.
now.
They changed the sheet on roll 22, and Zeram and I, the last time we did this, Zeram had to quickly remake his character sheet. It's like, wait, what happened here?
No, I didn't actually have to remake it. I just think I clicked something.
So-
Oh, that's right.
checking.
We just cleared it.
So,
All right,
Torch
Torch.
14.
So I still have all of my ball bearings.
Torch, you live for another day. Yes, you have all your ball bearings. Although
Yay.
I would say you have lost your marbles.
Fair enough.
But
More marbles.
with that
That's
said,
what-
after your particular adventure hunting down the Order of Black Rose, you return to the Queen's Palace and describe what happened. Guards were sent out to to collect Ingaret's body, and they have her. Basically, they're not touching it anymore. If she went to the Order of the Black Rose, then she is basically her reputation. She is a pariah now. They're not going to deal with this because she went to them. It's basically she brought this upon herself. So the matter is essentially moot. You have returned to the temple, and it's basically been a few days of boring days while you're recuperating. So all of your health is back, all your spells are back, and if you want to change what active spells you have, you can do so. But
Yeah.
it will have been a few days since that event, a full week since you finally arrived in Samora.
Mm.
And the Nodite and the Aviite of the Terminus Temple are still talking amongst each other. They're still talking with you, trying to gather information about what happened with that Eye of Alanatar, that bright light in the vision that some people had. It's relatively boring stuff because they keep asking you the same questions over and over again, and you're beginning to get tired of it. But at this point in time, when we begin today's story, you all have a day of respite. You are done answering their same questions over and over again. You're done being subjected to magical inspections. You are done trying to be convinced to go to other balls where the last one you arrived to turned out rather not in your favor. So now, you all, it is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. At least it would be day, or at least there would be sun if it weren't for the fact that you were on the Nod side of Samora. So you see where I am clicking right here. You are in this particular marketplace.
Let me see.
This is one of the grand markets of Nod. And you all are spending your afternoon taking in the sights. You've decided to stick with each other for the time being.
So
And
what you're saying is that we're not in the right neighborhood.
all right, go ahead and remove 100 P from your character sheet, please.
That makes sense. That's fair. All right.
Yeah, it's fair. All right.
Should
so,
we warn the locals that the market is in sepia tone?
we should, as a matter of fact. Okay, listen. Do you know how hard it is to find a very kind of not sunny-looking map when it comes to this sort of thing?
Everything's a really strange, odd flashback.
Yeah,
This is the
you're
colors
you're in
for odd
flashback mode.
flashbacks.
It's like the storyboard. Was
Oh
in, like,
boy.
Yeah,
Disney
yeah,
movie.
we haven't yet gotten the thing rendered. Eclipse is only in the storyboards at the moment, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah,
go through
you
it.
guys caught me by surprise. So, at this point in time, you are wandering around the Grand Market of Nod, and taking in the sights and the sounds and the smells, maybe looking at new particular weapons. Practically anything that you want can be found here. And one thing that at least one of you wants to try out. And Zerum, I am going to assume that you are in your human form.
Yes, I am indeed in my human form.
All right, thank
After
you
the
kindly.
business of the basically Black Wires, it's done.
Yep, just making sure. All right. Now, one of the things that everyone seems to be pointing you to, you've heard this around the temple. You have heard of the name Nubmog. Nubmog is apparently a goblin of some repute who makes some of the most delicious food that you would ever find in the entire world. He sells a particular gourmet creation of his own called a crombie.
The gourmet?
Every time you ask what a crombie is, C-R-O-M-B-I, you ask what is a crombie, everyone just seems to tell you you just have to try it.
Okay.
And so at this point
Food
in
is food.
So you are in the market, and right over at this marketplace, you see a flow of customers just kind of moving away, and you see this tiny little goblin. He is adorned very well. He is wearing cook's clothes, but they are clean. They are pristine. He has jewelry on his fingers. He has gold filigree on his chef's hat. And everyone seems just very, very happy as they take these plates of food away from his stand. And he matches eyes with the five of you. New customers, come to Nubmog's grandstand.
Can you mark the stand again, please?
It is right here. You are right next to it.
For some reason, I'm not seeing your pings on the map. Weird.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it?
Eclipse.
My apologies. My apologies. I know it's why. Here it is.
Yay! There we go.
Hey, sorry. Yes, new customers, come to Nubmog's. You'll have to try a crombie.
Do we have to?
Well, I mean, everyone in
The
town
first taste
seems.
is free, my sorceress friend. And he offers out a small little plate of I'm going to tell you, it looks like a sandwich. There is some greenery, and it is between two pieces of bread. There's some cheese on it, and a thin slice of what looks to be raw meat.
Oh, raw meat.
Sam
is
grabs it and
a
it's
very
just like,
small
don't mind if I do.
What's that?
Sam grabs one of them and it's like, don't mind if I do.
My God, it's a burger stand. I'm all for
Can
this.
can I inspect the sandwich
Oh yeah.
with perception?
Health
Perception.
Inspector Yeek.
So, what are you trying? Are you trying to find something magical? Something? Are you trying to find a particular ingredient? I mean,
Something that may. He just wants to see what this sandwich contains because
Okay.
they love food.
as you are interacting with him, there is another worker in his stand that is helping other customers and patrons. It seems to be the Zerum Noms the sandwich. Seems to be the only thing this goblin is selling are these what he calls crombies. Zerum, this tastes delicious. It's very difficult to describe in terms of flavor, but he's using some sort of spice. So it's greens, it's lettuce, it's some sort of raw meat, it's some sort of cheese, it's not too hard bread, but there is some sort of amazing spice on this that is out of this world.
I think it's drugs. I think it's safe to say. He said the first one's free. This is a drug dealer. This is clearly.
Well, he might be right.
Fleeks, again, what you see, that you're picking apart pieces of this sample sandwich that he is giving you, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. You sniff it, it smells relatively good. You can smell the meat is uncooked. It's very bright pinkish kind of meat, possibly from a fish.
Action to be taken. The Kenku will only eat the meat and throws the rest away.
Kenku's only eating the meat. He kind of wriggles his nose up at you. Well, you do know, friend, if you buy my cromby, you do have to pay for the whole thing. I want to sell the meat.
They say sorry and say eat them later. Not so hungry.
And
puts them in the
then
pocket.
if you're not so hungry, you should buy some for the road. Just 3 copper for 1 cromby.
How does first of all, how does the meat taste? How does the meat taste, Cliff?
The meat, I want to say that it tastes fishy, but there's not that saltiness to it. It's almost kind of plain. It would be boring if it weren't for this ungodly amazing spice that adorns it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's also amazing. Okay, that's what they want.
I just want to point out that me and Tweets listening to this are probably even more hungry now playing the game than before.
Okay, it was not my intent. It was not my intent to torture you two.
I'm picturing this new sourdough breakfast bacon wrap from Burger King, and now I'm dying here.
So I gotta say that
I'm gonna grab mine.
I gotta say that
I'm a bird and I don't have that much of a good taste.
Well,
Keep that in mind.
I'll try a bite, and Aspen's gonna take a sample and take a bite out of it. And...
Yeah, and again, I'm not having you guys. Oh, sorry. What's that?
Can I somehow analyze that sandwich, like, so I can?
There's no magical. Yeah,
I want to know.
Sandwich. There's no there's nothing magical about it, and when you just kind of sniff and hem and haw around this sandwich, yeah, you guys are damn critical eaters. The smell isn't particularly enticing, but if you were to taste it, it is ungodly amazing.
Eclipse.
You can see people.
Eclipse.
Yes.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. We are in the middle of a market, and this little gnome thing is offering us something that has special spices. Goblin even better, is offering us something that has a secret spice. I am critical.
It's
as
Soylent Brown.
As you're like inspecting this, a passerby, he picks up a cromby, he walks away from the stall, and he nudges you, like, I've been eating these crombies for 9 to 5 years now, and they always taste the same, always great.
so.
All right, fuck it up. Each one.
Yeah. No, so again, it tastes delicious. You get the. It's just a very surprisingly delicious thing. And before you can start to really consider what the man said or really why these Crombies are so particularly, why people are so taken by things. You hear to the north, kind of a clomping of hooves, maybe? You can hear little shouts of people, hey, watch it. And you suddenly see a sheep. A sheep just kind of parts through the crowd, is looking around. Sheep looks very nervous. You can hear bleating, and Artonis, the sheep, stares right at you and runs towards you.
Okay, there was something in the sandwich.
While this is happening, I'm just looking around. Guys, this sandwich is amazing. You need to try this. This is really good.
Ayul is the only one who hasn't tried a sandwich.
For like 12 sandwiches
Ayul,
right now.
yeah, and Ayul, if you want to note, you are the only one that hasn't taken the sandwich. That is fine.
I've been trying to say something, but haven't had a chance to. I was
I'm
going to
so
say
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
So Ayul grabs one of the sandwiches, takes a bite of it, swallows the bite whole, and without even like having a moment to taste it or say anything, leans in and asks if the dude sells beverages also.
Yes, of course. Would you prefer something a little hard or something a bit softer for you?
Hey,
Give me the hardest drink you have.
Bird after my own heart. Hold on one moment, sir.
Hey,
He hands, and you exchange a little bit of coin, and you have a very large, especially in his hands, very large tankard, and there's some beautiful amber ale sloshing inside.
Thank you, my goblin friend. And then he proceeds to chug the entire thing.
Yeah, Aspen would like to tune in here and Aul, if I throw in an extra coin for you, you mind if we help share some sandwiches and drinks? This is amazing.
That would be wonderful, my friend.
These are really good. How's the drink taste?
I don't know. I didn't really taste it.
I'll have what he's at. Like we're basically just enjoying the damn food.
Sure, you guys are going for
really good.
You guys are going for the food, and as you are partaking of the crombies and partaking of the nice mug of ale, the sheep gets towards Artonis, and you can see Numpmog. He's just kind of what is that? Shoo, go away, you beast! And for anyone who's looking at the particular sheep, it looks like it's holding a very elaborate scroll in its mouth.
All right. So I guess I'm going to be... No! Get your fingers off, god damn it!
I'm distracted with my sandwich. I'm like,
I'm going to go over to the sheep and snatch that scroll out of its mouth before any Kenku can get to it.
Sure, and let's put people together. Where would people be when this particular event occurred? He snatches snatches this out.
Oh god.
I'll probably be in the
Kenku's
same.
coming close.
I'm here probably because.
Okay.
Also, I will not order another sandwich because Kenku thinks like it was delicious, but having food in free food in the temple.
Can I, Eclipse? Can I maybe before I snatch it do an Arcana check on it?
Do an Arcana check on it. Zero. Be nice to the sheep. I'm afraid not. It's a little bit too awkward. It's a little bit too odd and absurd for you to do an Arcana check. You need some time to do something like that.
All right, I guess I'm grabbing that thing. Let it get the show rolling.
And when you do so, the Tabaxi, the Aarakocra, and the dragon disguised as a human are happily nomming and drinking and kind of observing what is going on over here. And there are, again, numerous other people in this particular area. And again, they were kind of exclaiming, "Hey, watch it," and all this other stuff. But the sheep headed straight towards you. Artonis, when you grab it out of its mouth, everyone can see the sheep is staring at you intently. Just this poor, pathetic little bleat just escapes its mouth. You can see that on a wax seal tying the scroll together, it says scroll of speak with animals modified.
Oh.
Atonis, du hast die and
What?
learn to speak with animals.
Well, why not?
It's looking very it's looking around it. It's looking around it, and as you're looking at the scroll, it's kind of.
Let me just use that damn scroll on the sheep.
Okay, so you open up and you read the scroll. So when you open up and read the scroll, you and I'm going to say practically everyone within about a 15-foot radius of you.
Oh.
Let me make sure and see how we got. Yeah, everyone within a 15-foot radius. So that would be the Tabaxi and the Kenku. You can hear suddenly these bleating, the bleating. Read it, you bastard! Faster! Can you hear me?
I just have.
You
the
better learn some manners.
I just have the sandwich like half in my mouth and my eye like what? What?
Balls. And there are other people. Like you see, you see other people, like regular other commoners. They look around and they start to make this huge, wide space around you. They just turn the other direction and walk away. And Nubmog does not appear to be making any sort of reaction. He's working with customers and trying to take care of Zerum and Ayul. Quickly, can you hear me?
Well, I'm going to say, first of all, yes, I can hear you. Second of all, learn some manners if you want help. And third of all, what is your problem?
Manners? Thank God! I've been stuck as a sheep for 2 years, and you're lecturing me about manners? We don't have time for anything like that. We have to get back. Hurry!
Dragon
And starts.
Dragon man, this pig is it talk.
That is not a pig.
And Zerum and Ayul, you're watching your friends kind of talking, like your dragon friend just started accosting this poor sheep that's bleating at him. And your Tabaxi friend has lost part of his sandwich in surprise.
What?
I'm just turning to the Kenku and saying, "Ho ho, Mr. Watson, it seems we're off for an adventure."
Do I have to spell it out for you? I am a wizard, and I need help. I need your help.
What's the
Yeah.
worst thing about you?
Hey,
Yeah.
Atonis, are you speaking to a sheep over there, or am I missing something?
Hey, this pig is a wizard. This pig is a wizard.
There's no context. Aspen just turns over to Aeol and Zerum's. I'm seeing some weird shit right now.
He's looking at the sandwich, going, "Huh?
Yeah,
maybe
I'm like-
maybe the drugs are kicking in."
Yeah, I'm like, maybe this has got to be drugs. This is not normal.
I'm going to tell to the sheep, look, you're also talking to a wizard. I know exactly what's going on here, so calm down. It's not my fault you turned yourself into a sheep.
No, not me. My damned assistant did. My name is Fianther Starbright. Have you heard of me?
This pig name is Ferdinand or something.
Fianther Starbright, you chicken!
Ooh, and you hear Aspen like from the distance. Oh, damn!
Let me just signal to everyone to come over here and explain the situation.
I take what sandwiches
Don't
I
die.
have and I put them in a satchel for later, and I start to head over.
Can I stroke? Talking
Zerum, when you personally get close to the sheep, you
Get very hungry.
No, well, I mean, he's already licking his chops over here. He gives you this kind of a look, like the sheep itself in its weird barbell eyes looks you up and down very quickly before turning back to Artonis. Like, he noticed something about you, or it noticed something about you, but it's really difficult to say anything more than he gave you a glance, a notice.
Well, he is a wizard. At least he claims so.
Has anyone heard of Fianthir Starbright, the wonderful wizard of
Okay, which
transmogrification?
of us can actually hear him at the moment?
Say again.
Everyone
one-
who's
which-
close by.
Everyone close by can...
Everyone close by. Ayul is currently the only one who cannot hear.
Okay. So,
I'm waving
I
Ayul
never-
over to come to us because I don't want to have this thing to explain 20 times.
Never heard Ferdinand. I don't know Ferdinand.
Well, reluctantly, Ayul kind of waltzes over with a beak full of sandwich, and he's kind of just like, "What's up with the sheep thing? Why is it over here, friends?"
I haven't the fairest idea, man.
It's a wizard, not a cheap, so let's listen to it.
Eclipse. Can I just
Stop
mimic
calling
you?
me it. I'm the wizard Starbright. Has anyone heard of me?
No.
I have not.
Uh, so
Can't say that
actually-
I have.
Actually,
Can I
I
still
want
hear
the
me?
Bard to check, and also
Okay.
Artonis. I want you to
Okay.
also do a check. So
That's
history,
gonna
Arcana would be okay for this.
Either one is
While
a
they're
plus
rolling
2
their
for me.
checks.
Test.
What's up?
Can you
While
still
they're
hear
rolling?
me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay, because I told I would repeat everything in mimicry.
Okay.
Everything.
Oh, Lord.
Whoops.
the pig
I rolled
fat.
them at advantage, sorry. Should I just roll again or?
The failed on the Arcana is fine. So yeah, just next time take off the advantage, but the first number worked.
That's just a
I will
Alright.
make an Arcana check too, though I'm not a magic beast, but why not? Why not? Because-
Why not? If you want to try, go for it.
yeah, why not? It's my first Arcana check ever.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh.
So, Artonis, you actually do recall information. You haven't really been to Samora before, but you do recall that there was a wizard a few years ago by the name of Starbright, some elvish old crazy coot who was very good at transformation spells. He made quite a name for himself over it, but apparently he died some years ago. It's not exactly clear what you remember, but you think he died a few years ago.
All right. Now I'm going to ask this sheep. Let me take a wild guess. Your assistant turned you into a sheep and took over your business.
Wow, how did you know?
I am magic.
Listen,
So-
we don't.
A sheep with a business? This is.
Kenku should stop talking now.
While you are making this while you're discussing all of this, from that same distance, you hear more kind of from the same direction. You hear more cries of people going, "Hey, watch it!" and "Ow, oof!" and all this other sounds of surprise. As suddenly, oh, that's not gonna work.
I'm walking here.
I know
There
it's
has to
that.
be a dwarf that does that. I'm walking
There is no
here.
dwarf, but you do see a half-orc striding through this group of people with 3 wolves nearby and a
Oh,
kind of
dear.
a cloaked figure, a very tall cloaked figure behind him. This upon closer inspection, the wolves are wearing iron collars, and person behind him might not be a person after all, but the cloak makes it very difficult to tell. The icon of a bear probably makes it more easier for you to, but I'm afraid I don't have time to do a quick change. The half-orc looks around and settles his small beady eyes upon you, this group of people, as he sees you try to hide this sheep, and he sticks out one hand with a giant greatsword in it towards you and says, "That sheep is Master Noak's. He desires to have it back."
It has to be this sheep exactly. I mean, can it be any other sheep?
Real quick, can I roll, can I make a roll to see if we passed by any other, like, meat markets or cotton markets to where other sheep would be in the area?
No roll is going to be needed. I will say that in this general vicinity, there might be another sheep. There might be a particular sheep, but you would have to go hunt it down again. It would not be nearby. You would have to step away a little bit.
Right.
Only had a minor illusion.
All right, hold up. Yes, what did you say?
So talking sheep is yours?
That sheep is Master Noak's. It
Who
doesn't.
Master Noak's.
Who
I
knows?
already asked, can it be any other sheep? I mean, it's just a sheep, right?
It's Master Noak's sheep. It's very special to him. And he's holding the leashes on two of the wolves in the front of him. There's one wolf behind him that's not leashed, and it's standing close to this to that very tall, wide man, such as it is, standing in a cloak.
I'd like to
What
hold
are you
action.
doing? Yes, the tabaxi.
I'd like to hold action if the wolves, like, if he lets go of the wolves. I'm gonna take
So you
one...
are specifically watching for the wolves?
Well, I was gonna say I want to take one of the sandwiches I have and be ready to throw it as a bait to get, because it's delicious, of course. So it's irresistible.
I want all of you to give me perception checks.
Oh, bother.
Okay. And I would like as next step to tell him that we found the sheep, and if you get find how's it called? Money for finding it.
Right.
How's it called?
Let me see. Ayul, you turn around and you notice that Nubmog has kind of grabbed all of the items that he might have on display, and he has scooped them off onto a tray and has hidden behind his stand there. He kind of sees what's going on.
Wait, friends, I still wanted more drinks.
You'd be smart to get out of here if you know what's good for you.
Also, wait, why is sheep special? Is it because it talks, or have I been drugged?
Never seen sheep before in my life. Fleet.
Never seen a sheep
you are
before in your life? That's
close enough.
Oh my god.
What?
Fleeks and only Fleeks, you recognize a flash. There's intelligence in these wolves' eyes. These are not regular wolves. You're not too sure how to put your hand on it. You can't really put a wing feather on it, a fwinger, if you will. But these are not regular wolves.
Is the scroll used up already?
The scroll Speak with Animals is going to be because it's modified. Artonis, you know that it will last for maybe 10 minutes, and it's going to be this area. So an area around you for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yay.
Artonis. He whispers to Artonis, those wolves not normal, like sheep.
All right. I'm just going to direct at the wolves a general statement. We will help you if you need help.
The two wolves look at each other, and then they look up to the half orc, and he just kind of growls down at them, and they turn back to you at the ready.
Can I use
I want it to. Okay, you can go first.
persuasion? Can I use persuasion?
In just 1 second, because what's going on right now is that great sword. He's taking steps towards you. All of them are taking small steps towards you.
I want
And
to.
he's got his great sword out, and the half orc just again. That sheep has great sentimental value to Master Noak. He desires it back.
God, you are such a picture of intelligence.
I want to do something now if possible.
Same.
Okay, so we'll go with we will go with Zaram first.
Okay.
Zaram's gonna step up front. And
Okay.
be like, and who is this Master Noak?
Master Noak owns the sheep. Give it now, or else.
I don't even think you're going to get much out of him.
I'd
With
like
these
to.
kind of threats, I don't believe that they do.
I'd like to try something real quick.
And
That's all right.
I'm trying to do an intimidation
Find
check.
us reward! Find us reward!
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. So I heard Aspen real quick. I'm going to go with Aspen, and then we'll see what happens next. Something might initiate, or we might have someone else try more persuasion, intimidation as it is.
I want to try persuasion.
Wait.
I didn't want to persuade or anything. I just wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. Ayul?
Wait.
Are you?
Go. Let Aspen say his thing first. I'm gonna say it in character, and I'm not trying to do anything. So.
Right. Okay, Aspen?
Is it? I want to cast a message on the sheep
Okay.
because if he's able to respond back, if it's an intelligent creature and he's able to respond back,
Yeah.
then we don't need to talk to animal spell because it's in his own mind. I think. And this is kind of up to the DM. But
If you know,
Wolves.
so if you know that it works, then yes. But message itself would work, but it does have a limit. It does have a limit on.
a limit on what?
So you're able to cast message obviously as a cantrip. And it's a one sentence sent, one sentence received, and it has to be very specific. It's like you have to write the information down. It's kind of like sending a letter. It's not a conversation.
Right. I just wanted to know. So I'm going to cast message and say, if you can understand me, respond back. And I want to see if, even though he's a sheep, if he can still respond with message. Because if, say, the idea is like, Aspen wants to see if he can use message to converse with him, so if the scroll runs out of time, there's still something, or if he can try to talk to the wolves with message. That's what he's trying to figure out.
Okay, so he's trying to figure out.
Yeah.
You know that you can do it now under the influence of the Speak with Animals spell.
Oh, okay.
Once it's gone, these things are animals. They are animals, but for all intents and purposes, they are animals.
Okay, so they won't be able to respond back then.
Right, but he would be able to now, under the influence of the Speak with Animals spell, as long as you're within 15 feet of Artonis.
Can I now use persuasion on the wolves?
Okay, and you wish to now use persuasion.
Can I say my thing first?
Well, it sounds. Say again.
Let him
Yes, and
say-
Ayul.
Okay, so specifically to the half orc, I was like, "Hey, friend orc, I am not so good with common myself. The word is sentimental, all right? You don't have to say it so broken. Sentimental. Go to
I am voting to, from now on, tie the beaks of all the birds in our group.
That's how Master Noak told it to me, and he's smarter than you.
If you say so, friend.
Now, if you say so. Okay, so you may try your persuade. Who are you persuading?
The wolves.
The wolves.
The ones that were looking at each other.
Okay.
Why not? Some help would be nice.
All right. So, who wishes to assist Artonis in? Who wishes to assist Artonis in persuading the wolves?
I kind of do, but there's I was gonna go by next to Artonis and Aiul and kind of whisper. If things go south, we should distract him, and you, Aiul and Yeek should take the sheep and run somewhere.
Yeah, because yeah, we can. Aiul can fly in the worst case.
Yeah. We'll distract him for you. You just sneak off when we.
I just go there and do what I want to do to the orc and tell him that we want. And now it comes, we want. Find us, we want.
Well, hold on a second. So what? I'm trying to connect all this together because we have Artonis trying to persuade the wolves, and we have Yeekstab attempting to accost the half orc.
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I told Aiul to be ready to practically fly away with the sheep on my comment.
Okay.
And for distraction, I practically tell him, I ask him for find us fee, find us reward, like Katie style, you know.
All right.
I think the reward will be his sword down your throat.
Artonis.
Yes.
While so you did not receive assistance in
wonderful.
In Sarah's responding back with intimidation. All right. So you do your intimidation check, and then we're gonna wrap it all together. So the persuasion, the wolves, the intimidating. Fleeks, were you intimidating?
I asked for intimidating. I thought you told me, but yeah, I don't.
Scary birds.
asking for find us reward.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This poor orc.
You might kill him with confusion.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to connect all this. So, Artonis, as you're talking to these wolves, telling this is not what you want to do. This is a bad idea. Bad doggies. Whatever you need. That it did not, unfortunately, reach the level that you would need to turn them either not against, but basically to sway them to your side. So you are trying to tell these wolves what's going on, and Zerum and Yeekstab are walking over towards the orc and trying to make their own convincing argument that he could get money, or what? You wanted to give him money?
I want money, but it's only for distraction. So, but he doesn't know. He would think I'm asking for money for money to give it away.
Right. And in this case, he looks at you and he looks back, and he turns around to the other figure. He has his back to you. He turns to the figure and says, "Get them." Now, when that happens, the bear turns around, because what you didn't see were two guards tried to sneak up and try to do their job. Unfortunately, it did not work for them because he saw the guard. He heard the guards approaching thanks to one of the wolves. This man tosses off his robe and reveals this giant bear underneath, and with a giant moves towards these two guards, and he lets go of the leashes of the two wolves. And now it is going to be. Does the
A
thing?
clusterfuck.
Can I use the? Can we? Oh, okay, no, obviously not. I thought I could make a sneak attack on. I thought I could make a sneak attack on the orc.
Right now, when that happens, it will be initiative. It will be initiative. However, before that, I need. Who is attempting to grab the sheep?
I'm gonna
Who is the
help.
person?
Ayu.
I'm gonna help.
Ayu.
Tweets.
You are attempting to grab the sheep. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Can
Save.
Eclipse, can I help him
What does
pick
this
up the
mean?
sheep and
This one?
Yes.
Oh my
Amazing.
So,
Gee, it sure is a good thing I have 19 in my dexterity.
I was gonna say I wanted to help him. My mic was muted, but never mind.
Right. Never mind. So we are about to get to initiative, but what the sheep was suddenly terrified as the wolves were let loose, and as the bear revealed itself and turned around towards. The sheep attempted to run away, but it turned and ran smack right into Ayul, and it's looking dazed. Help me! Help me! And now we will do initiative for everyone.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh,
I need to. So pick your character first. And
Yeah, select your character and do that. Aw. All right, Zerum is 7,
Aspen.
15.
okay.
Artonis, roll good this time.
Oh
Hey, that's
my.
really good. All right, look at that. And we're going to descend. Okay. And my guy. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, wait, no. I do have you. Yay! We're going
Protect
to
sheep, Ayul! No, I wouldn't scream that because it's distraction of all. But
Right. Oh, come on. Okay. All right. So here's how we are looking. Artonis, you finally get the jump on everyone else.
I don't think
Isn't that great?
you put me
It's
in the
finally
initiative
great for
order.
you. So you have ahead of you, you clearly have two wolves that were just let go.
I cast grease under the orc and the wolves.
Under the orc and the wolves. You're going to cast grease.
ball bearings.
Oh shit, grease and ball bearings. Okay, you cast grease.
They're going to turn in a circle. And
This little
The
cartoon
slippery
sound
marketplace.
effect. All right,
This will be the most slippery marketplace.
going to be great. So you cast.
Okay.
So you cast grease,
yes.
and so it does take. It does take that one action, no problem. So you have a 10-foot by 10-foot square, and everything needs to make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. So let me make the square real quick.
Also,
So actually, Artie, you draw the 10-foot by 10-foot square.
Um,
Oh.
and Eclipse,
Ayul.
Yes.
just letting you know, I haven't been entered into the turn order yet.
Oh, you haven't been entered in. Where is? Oh, you're
He's
on.
below.
Oh,
no.
I'm
He
sorry.
rolled wrong. He rolled wrong, I think.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I'll throw him in there. Ah.
have you seen my square?
Aha!
This is already my favorite round.
All right.
Ooh. No.
No, this square is going to be like this. That is one side of the square, and that's the other side of the square.
I could dash and disengage.
No, you stay
that
put,
was that.
goddammit.
You escaped that way. Got it. Okay, so all 4 of them. So who got affected?
All 4 of them should be affected if I place it just right.
Okay,
I have a dexterity save of 24. I'm not affected.
so let's do.
Well, you aren't affected anyway because you're not in the square.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he cast it. So
It's
it
actually
looks.
a good map, so it probably shouldn't actually be that big.
Yeah. So it looks. It's
If
probably
you see,
smaller.
it's only 2 of them should actually be
Yeah,
affected.
I
if
think
you
it's
look
going
at
to
the
be,
code.
so it's basically going to be the first 2 wolves, and let me clear that out. So it's going to be the first 2 wolves and, the
orc.
the first 2 wolves and the half-orc are going to be...
Good
affected.
enough.
So let me do their saves real quick.
I'll be
That was
right
amazing.
back.
Very, very smart, by the way. So wolves. All right, 1 wolf gets it. And ta-da.
Damn it.
All right. So, we have one. Oh, that's what. Oops. All right. So 1 wolf has fallen prone. So we will say that this particular wolf has fallen prone, and we'll just make him Sad Wolf. All right. Sad Wolf has fallen prone, and the other 2, the other one and the half-orc can act. However, basically, if anyone ends their turn in this area, they're going to have to do another save. So I'm gonna draw this back up. So it's basically going to be that right there. But it is grease, which means it's slippery and it is combustible. So that was Artonis. Do you wish to move anywhere, Artonis?
Nah, I'm fine where I am.
You're fine where you are. Okay, Aspen,
I'm back.
you are good to go.
What's happened? I just sat down in the chair. What happened last?
Sure thing. So Artonis he sprayed forth this stream of grease that marked an area in front of him. One of the wolves is slipping and cannot gain any footing. The other wolf and a half-orc just look mildly annoyed for the time being. However, everything is covered in grease in that square.
It's range 30 feet. I think I know what I want to do, but I have to check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're definitely within range. So I would like to cast Bane. I would like to cast Bane, Mr. Wayne.
Oh boy.
You think you know what enchantments are? I was
Oh,
born
my
in.
Oh my god.
Its casting time is 1 action, range 30 feet. It requires a drop of my blood, along with verbal and semantic.
Oh, I can get that blood for you.
1 minute. Up to 3 creatures of my choice that I can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, I understand.
And
So what is your target level? What is your spell DC?
the spell DC is charisma 12. So
So
they have
12?
to roll a 12 or higher to succeed.
Okay.
And so the 3 targets are the same 3 targets that are within that square. So the orc, and
Okay.
the 2 wolves.
Very good. We're gonna do wolves. Charisma -2 for the wolf. All right. 1 wolf makes it. Yay!
Your wolves have too much luck.
They do. They do. Now, how about my half orc? All right, half-orc makes it.
Just made it.
So, which wolf did not make it? You tell me. The sad wolf,
the one
that's already stumbling.
The one closest to our Kinku.
Okay, one closest to Kenku. So,
Thanks, friend.
That's very good. That's very good. That's you.
Yep.
All right, and let's make him not Sad Wolf. We will make him Zappy Wolf.
And,
All right.
Let's.
And do you wish to move?
I think we'll move. Actually, what is hold? Can I hold an action instead of moving?
Not you. You can hold a move action, but you cannot hold another thing that you want.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think that's. Actually, wait, no, I know exactly what to do. Okay, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on our, so I take it, Artonis is helping. I'm gonna give, Artonis the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, Artonis is helping.
I try.
Thank you.
So,
I mean, he
Artonis,
just greased everything.
you gain a d6 you can use to roll, and you can decide after you roll if you want to use it or... So if you roll really crappy but think you just might be able to make it with that extra d6, you can decide after the fact instead of calling it before.
Okay.
It's a d6 to everything except for damage, and I believe it... I think it's
What is
damage. Is it...
What is that noise?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was me.
I think it's...
I think it's for everything but so a saving throw or an attack roll,
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So not
Yep.
damage. Just letting you know.
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, so that means Ayul is up. Ayul.
Hello. So I still have the sheep, right?
So you can't. So basically, what I did with that dexterity save was the sheep was going to run past you in a panic. You managed to stop him from doing so. So you can easily grab him, but flying with him, I'm going to drop your fly speed from 50 down to like 30 just because you're carrying a fat sheep here. This is
All right.
You're not like a rock. That's not what you normally do. Grab a sheep and fly away with it.
All right, hang on.
Oh, that hurts in my ears.
Sorry.
All right, I can make that.
30 feet. Yeah. I even painted nest on this roof.
I'm actually
I put a fire
What is
on
that? A
it.
sheep nest up there?
so I'm going to take the sheep and take flight, but I'm
Okay.
also hang on a second. Wrong one. I'm gonna use an inspiration card.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm gonna use this card specifically to increase my
Oh,
speed.
Wow.
So I'm gonna take the sheep and I'm
Look at
gonna
that.
go ahead and drop him right here.
Yeah.
So he is a roof sheep now.
He's like, so it's not exactly a stealthy movement. You know, the sheep. Blah blah. What the hell?
But as far as we
Make me
know,
better.
the orc is the only one who has a weapon, and he has a sword, right?
He has
So-
a great sword. Yes.
Yeah, so the sheep is fine on the fucking roof.
True. But now you do. So there are other civilians and what watching this. You know, this Eric grab this sheep up, scoop him up, and everyone else just here bleeding, and meanwhile the sheep is yelling at you, "Save me better!" All right, that was amazing. We will use that as your action, and them. You see. Oh, I'm gonna do this just because I want to, just because I think it would be fun.
Okay.
So this half orc, he looks up as you're flying, and he does not like that whatsoever. He's actually going to heave back his right arm and chuck this great sword at you as you're flying. So yes, he is the only one. He does not like that you are flying away with his master's prized sheep. So I'm gonna give myself negative on this attack. So instead of I'm not gonna give disadvantage, but so instead of a +5 to attack, this is going to be a +3. So we'll do this as a normal roll. Yeah. Hi, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well,
So,
shit.
Ayul,
Wow.
you think you're safe. You put the sheep down, you're coming down, and aha! Let's see you try and catch the sheep now. And this sword, this great sword, just slices right into you and clatters on the roof. You take 10 damage.
What? Oh,
Ouch.
shit.
You take 10 slashing damage, and the sword clatters on the roof, and you are in some serious pain. And you see the orc. Everyone else can see him smile and grin. Pardon me. And he turns and he goes this direction. And
wrong mistake. That was a mistake.
Wait.
all right.
Real quick.
Everyone else can see the bear. The bear and the guards are just going at it with each other as well.
Eclipse?
Yes.
Would Yeek get attack of opportunities as he moved away?
Because he's moving away.
Is the oil still there?
Never
Yeah.
put your back to a
Okay.
Kenku. Never put a.
Because it's hard
Never
to tell. We're not like directly on the squares, so I don't know what the.
Yeah. No, the squares I'm not too much worried with. For that, I don't think.
But his cool exit is not going to be as cool as grease on the ground.
Yeah, he needs a cool exit. So one, here's my thought process on this. The Kenku isn't engaged with him yet.
I want money from him.
God.
I don't think you're gonna get that money now.
Because if he turned away,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he gained sneak attack because the wolves are there. But if we were in the
I can
initiative
make a
phase,
hide action. I can make a hide action and then stealth, I guess.
Well, with this, so basically what he needs to do is just get out of that particular greased up area that Artonis has flung upon him. So he's not going to stand there. So yeah, he is going to for that, go for it.
I have a question for my own immersion.
Yeah.
Where did that sword even hit me? Like, what kind of wound am I dealing with right now?
So you're going to be dealing with let's go ahead and say your hip. So your hip. It's not basically it's sliced right down like your buttocks area. So you can still fly, you can still fight, but it
And you still have
really
your tail.
hurts to walk on your right leg.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you still have your tail, I guess.
You still got your tail
Dang.
for now. All right, so Fleece, take that attack of opportunity on him.
The Sarum is first.
Well, Zarum
No,
is
attacks
first.
of opportunity happen when you have an attack.
Yeah, so the attack of opportunity happens now, and then I still have the wolves.
Can I make a full round for this? Or...
No.
Nope, just
Like,
one,
and
just
they-
one quick attack.
Oh yeah,
So
when
it's
he
not
turns
ball bearing?
around.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
when you-
ball bearings or anything. It's just a
Yeah.
quick attack if you wish. You do not have to.
I will use the bow because I don't want to move from my place.
Okay.
So no, you're staying here. You're staying here. Not hurting man in
Yeah.
corner. You know what I mean? Yeah, but while he's still thing, I try to I try so how do I?
You're not
want
going to
to-
get your goal.
I want to get my goal, but I want him to stay in the slippery area, you know. So
Oh, he's
that's
not
why
going
I-
to
why
stay.
he-
He's not going to stay there. But normally you don't do attacks of opportunity with like a ranged weapon. But if you want to try and take an attack,
Oh.
while if he tries
Can
to
I
walk away-
can I throw my dagger?
Sure, throw your dagger at him.
Okay. Because I don't want to approach him that close, to be
Sure.
honest. Not if I can't disengage, you know. So I take my left dagger, and throw it. Ah.
And
That was
yeah,
nice.
it
Ah.
passes right by him. It cuts through his cloak. He's just moving a little bit as he gets away. Now that wolf, however, that is in front of you, that wolf is not a happy wolf.
Yeah.
That wolf is going to turn towards you and try and attack you, but understanding that it has Bane,
It has what?
thanks to a certain
Yeah.
tabaxi.
Technically, he doesn't
it
know that
is
he has
going-
Bane.
He doesn't know he has Bane. So he is going to try and bite at you from this area. Oh boy. No, it's not. So even the Bane, if the we're just gonna Bane definitely makes it not work. So it
Mighty. That's a freaking mighty.
yeah, it's trying to bite at you, and it ends up slipping on its poor wolfy snout.
Oh.
I was wondering which would break first, your attack or your dexterity.
Also, I have a armor class above 7, so I guess that would also.
This wolf, it gets himself up from being prone, and scatters out of that area.
Can I make a tiny little bonus action and pet the dog?
If you wish to use a bonus action to pet those poor wolves, then yes. All right,
Behind his
Sarah,
turn.
He
you
just
are up.
pets him. It's like, good try though. Good try.
It was a worthy shot.
If it ends up liking you, you're paying for it.
That's right.
Nah.
Poor choice.
Poor dog.
Poor choice. Ooh.
And so his arm transforms into his dragon form, which was much larger than what was last remembered.
This is true.
Oh,
He is a bit larger. He may. So I know that you probably preferred your dragon form in the temple, but for those that may not have seen him at that point in time, he is a little bit larger than you remember by quite a factor.
Yep. Over the several days of their break, he grew quite a bit.
Aspen looks over at the dragon, and then he looks over at his stomach, and he's like, "Damn, I hope the sandwiches didn't put too much on me."
And Artis is just muttering under his breath. Show off.
As a profound member of the Bard Society, I gotta watch my image.
But yeah, that is my turn at this point. Actually, I can still do a move action.
You can still move action. So the thing with Grease, if you stop your move action in the square, then you have to roll a dex check. You can pass through it without doing that. Doing that.
I'm going to let that dog have an attack.
And Artonis, can you double check me on that? I think it's as long as you move through it.
Go
you're
around.
fine.
You can go around. You really go right.
Yeah.
There's not really any space to go around in this area.
Oh no, a creature that enters the area or ends its turn there. So if you enter that area, if you want to clamber over this, crunch, 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 you can do that. But if you enter, you have to make a dex check as well.
So this would probably be difficult terrain. Really?
Yeah, I would call that difficult terrain.
Oh, the guy doesn't have his sword anymore. I just noticed.
Oh, he does not?
Hey, pretty good.
And I cannot fly, so...
Not yet, you can't.
No.
It's those sandwiches. I'm telling you guys, they're great, but at what cost?
At this point, you can see Numbog's head poke over his shaft.
I think I can get just about here.
Okay.
That's
fine with me.
Yep.
Yeek!
So yeah, I have
What is going on?
I'm pretty slow today.
It's the Crombie, I'm telling you.
Probably.
I have my new ability, so this way to the guy. Stab him with my rapier. Rapier.
Yeah.
Yes, to be honest. And I will do that, and then I disengage.
Oh, so you're gonna try and stab and disengage.
Yes.
I like it. What's that?
What? Out of curiosity, what type of? Are you at level 3 yet?
I'm
He
at
is
level
not.
2, and
Oh.
I have my bonus action. I
Oh,
have, so I can.
Never mind.
Can I do disengage? No,
Yeah, you can do disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah, so at level 2, your disengage is the bonus action that you can take. You can only, just as a reminder, everyone can only take 1 move action, 1 regular action, and 1 bonus action. Unless you have a feat or some
Yes.
sort of
I have
ability,
a
you
cunning
only
action. I
get
have cunning
1
action.
bonus
I have
action.
I have cunning action, and I can use it for dash, disengage, or hide.
Yep. Okay. So you make.
My step failed, I think.
No, it actually succeeded, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, you actually put some damage into this poor bastard.
And
And
then-
that's okay. I mean, he takes. You see, he kind of looks at you in annoyance more than pain. You didn't really hurt him that much, and he is not looking too happy at the little bird at his feet. All right, Artonis.
And I disengage. I still need to disengage.
You are disengaged. That means you're still next to him. So you're still next to each other, but he can walk away from you without an attack of opportunity. You can walk away from him without an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You can do things that do not require being engaged.
Okay.
Wait.
Artonis, the scene is set before you. There is a poor wolf still flopping around in your grease. There's a big dragon that has appeared. This guy just chucked his greatsword at your avian friend, who screamed in pain with the sheep on top of the.
Magic missile the orc.
Ooh, magic missile the orc. Okay, go ahead and click it. That's an automatic hit.
Nope, nothing happened. Wait, no. Oh, right.
What level you're casting it?
Wait, do I even have a second level now? Right? Wait. I'm confused.
Well, 4.
Yeah, so together, so you do 3 bolts of damage. 1 does 4, 1 does 4, 1 does 1, and we're adding 3 to that. So in total, you do 12 points of damage as these 3 bolts of energy slam into his back, and he howls in anger and pain. That's not nice!
Oh, really? Fuck you!
You didn't give back sheep! That's not nice either!
It's my sheep now.
All right, do you wish to take a move action?
Nah, I'm fine, Ram.
He's like, I'm fine. He's just chilling there.
Yeah.
Okay, Aspen. Aspen, bolts of energy are whipping past you and slamming into this orc who's having this kind of verbal back and forth with the sorcerer.
I'm going to. I'll probably move up next to Zerum.
Okay.
For an action, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery so that he gets that disadvantage.
Okay, Vicious Mockery on behalf.
Yep, you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments as a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next
Damage, I love it.
and have a disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn. And it's the DC is 12. So
Oh, yeah, that didn't work.
it's- Oh. Wait,
So
it
he
beat-
takes
it beat
1d4.
12? Oh, yeah.
Say again?
Yeah, I thought it succeeded. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, 1d4. I'll bring up the dice here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just rolled. You can roll if you want.
I mean, you can roll if you want Eclipse. I'm just saying.
Sure, I took 2. Oh, you bastard! Fine.
Ha! You said it. It's too late. So,
right.
so he just hears like from the distance, "You, so ugly. You, so ugly. You, so ugly." And he's
and he
taking
turns
that.
around. A single tear rolls down his eye.
It was too emotional damage. It was
Too emotional
damage for
My
self-esteem.
emotion. It's just a sheep.
You, so ugly. You, so ugly.
Ayul,
no, I'm feeling
You
sorry
are
for the orc now. Thank you.
Ayul, you are in pain up on this roof. You've got a sheep that's bleating at you. You can't understand what it says anymore, but it's.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Do we have Ayul?
Ayul?
I was muted apparently. I can still move, yes?
Yes, you can still move. So there's no detriment to your movement or anything. Just in character, your
right.
butt got hurt. You're missing some
Okay.
feathers.
Alright, so
Ayul?
specifically to the sheep, because I can't understand it, Ayul is like, "Shut the fuck up! I am not in the mood to listen to your stupid bleating right now!" And he takes flight. And he's not happy. So he kind of flies to about here,
Okay.
and takes aim at the orc with his bow, and fires an arrow at the orc.
Ooh.
I
like
have
it.
a feeling he's
Revenge
not feeling
arrow.
sorry for the orc.
I'm waiting for this.
Please be good.
So he turns around and just barely you see him dodge out of the way out of the your string of obscenities kind of set him off. Knew how to dodge.
Stop moving, you stupid suka!
Yeah, and yeek stab. This arrow just kind of twangs right to the ground, right by your little clawed feet. Ding. All right. He grabs the arrow and he runs forward. So he's not engaged with you, so he does not need to make a check. He runs forward with the arrow, and you see him stab this particular guard who's been mauled by a wolf and a bear. This guard collapses and falls to the ground. This bear starts mauling this final guard. Yep. This bear is mauling the final guard, standing up, but he does not appear to be in too good of a health. Unfortunately, he was able to withstand that, but these other two wolves turn around and just start going to town on him.
Oh no.
And
Distract with
these
gun.
two guards are dispatched, and it now looks like they have a fast path to get out of there. This wolf, however, no one else is going to see but Artonis and actually, yeah. Let me get a perception check from everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
A lot of sevens today.
Oh no.
Zerum, you're the only one. Sees the wolf sneak underneath some of these boxes in this particular stall and disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is now your turn.
A cone. Not a cone. Serum.
So, so I was gonna basically, this is I can't get myself into voice, but basically he's gonna say,
He may
Watch out for
hide.
this.
The wolf may just hide. Oh, sorry.
yeah, watch out for that stall.
Okay.
Basically, wolves hiding in there, and basically he's gonna charge up and roar.
Charge.
And and I am now going to do a breath attack.
Ooh, toasty, toasty. So Aspen, what song would you want to sing for the particular wolf that just disappeared? Any punny joke come to mind?
I'm trying to remember. Damn. What's the
Duran Duran.
Yeah, I was thinking of. God damn it! Why?
Hungry like the
Yeah.
wolf.
So I guess that's it. It's been a long time since I've heard the song, so
Oh,
you just
fine.
start. I just look over and I start singing that.
All right, Zerum, do your
I
breath.
should be a cone now, and so I should be able to hit all these guys.
Yep.
And
Let's see. It's still dex save, I think, right?
Yeah, but still a dex save for half damage, and it's still 2d6 damage plus. Should be about right.
Yeah, I have the Rio song stuck in my head from Duran Duran, and there's no way I'm getting that out of my head. So
Her
I'm
name
stuck.
is Rio, and she dances in
like
the...
the-
Damn!
Oh,
Oh no, poor wolf! No, wolves! Oh wait, I got 3 wolves. Where's my other wolf?
It's actually the 2 wolves, the bear, and the orc that's gonna get hit.
What the hell, wolves?
Out of character. I'm. Oh.
I think they are a bit
Yeah.
demotivated. They are a bit demotivated because we are very.
Oh, I only have
them.
2 wolves actually. Out of
Yeah,
character,
so-
what's up?
Out of character. I have the suspicion that these were people turned into wolves, and I'm okay.
That's all.
Out of character, I think you're right.
Yeah. Out of character.
That is why I tried to help them in the beginning.
Yeah, in character,
Yeah,
I
he
wasn't
did
really
try, he
paying
did try.
attention because I didn't notice the that twinkle in their eyes. So to me, they're just like random
Oh my
wolves.
god. Yeah. Yeek, you're pretty much the only one that did. Okay,
What?
no one succeeded this, so
Everyone takes 10 damage!
You so ugly. You so
the
ugly.
2 wolves. You're so ugly. You're so ugly. So those 2 wolves just and they fall
What happened?
over icicles in their just frozen wolfsicles.
No,
That bear is none too happy as he turns around and you can just hear this roar. And the half-orc also takes some major frost damage. And you can just see him turn around and he's sizing everyone else up. So you're not engaged with him. He's sizing everyone up, but he is not looking good on his feet,
What do you mean I'm not
everyone.
engaged with that? I thought I moved up straight up to him.
Well, you did move up, but you did not engage in a melee attack with him. So if you're not engaged in a melee attack, by definition, you're not engaged.
Okay.
All right, Yeek.
Oh.
So you see the dragon charge from the side, clamoring, like utterly destroying these poor, utterly
dogs.
well, not the dogs first. He's destroying and climbing over these market stalls, breaking everything as his big dragon body smashes to the ground and just obliterates these 2 wolves whom you may have thought at least used to be humans. But
Yeah.
you really hope they're not because they are no longer, they are now singing the choir eternal.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, I have a question.
Sure.
I have a question again. Is it possible to do first a move action,
It is, yes.
then the hide action,
Yes, you can move and hide.
and then a stealth attack? If possible.
The hide has to be the Is the hide a bonus action or a regular action?
It's a
Bonus.
bonus action.
The hide is the bonus?
The hide is the bonus action, and yeah, stealth attack is attack. Then I think.
If hide is a bonus, then yeah, you can use it.
Yeah, cunning action. I'm hiding up here. Do I have to
Okay.
draw something for hide? Or
If you want to go up, then it's going to be a climb check or acrobats.
I thought that were stairs, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we could. There'll stairs up there. Sure.
I thought it. So
Yeah, stairs up
if
to
it's
the
not
second
stairs,
deck. Sure.
Okay, it's stairs. And height here.
Okay.
And then
Now you do have to roll to hide. You do have to roll.
Oh yeah. I hide up here. So, so do I have to roll stealth?
So the hide check is you make a dexterity stealth check, and if you
Dexterity and stealth check.
What's that?
Dexterity and stealth.
Well, just the stealth. You make a stealth check.
Okay.
So
Successful, I guess.
oh my god, I have to do a wisdom perception check to find you. That's not gonna work.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
And then-
that's gonna be a no. You are successfully hidden from everything.
And then I make a stealth jump attack on this orc.
So you're doing death from above on the orc?
Yes. That's
Oh,
what I rolled.
dude, please do it. I hope this works. Oh my god.
So as a stealth attack, what do I throw exactly? Again, I forgot it.
So the stealth attack, you just roll regularly.
On
If it hits,
advantage.
damage.
So advantage or not?
I don't think it's. Let me double
Yeah.
check on that.
I forgot
Sneak
how we
attack.
did it last.
Yes. So if you do have, so you do need an advantage because you're fighting. You do have the advantage. So basically, you roll your attack on advantage and do an extra d6 of damage.
Yeah, and an extra d6. So I do advantage and d6 follow
Yep.
up. Thing and d6.
Oh my god.
Where's my d6? Just give me a second. I
So
roll a
just
d6.
type.
No, I have it. Oh, it's just one.
Oh,
It's okay
Oh.
because that is enough. I want you to describe how you took this orc out
From
in
above.
front of the dragon.
Essentially cut off his head. It seems.
While everyone was distracted by the breathing dragon and everyone
Yeah.
turned to ice and stuff, and he actually was seeing those wolves die, and he knew that there were sentient creatures in it, some race that was sentient, and he's kind of really angry. They are kind of angry about it. And they sneak up there with their high skill, almost high skill. It wasn't. Gets up there on the roof, measures exactly, and just lets the rapier drop on the orc.
Wow. Okay, and it strikes true as the orc turns, and the last moment he looked like he's about to say something. He's about to say something that he thinks is intelligent, but there's no time as the rapier strikes true and cuts his voice short, as
And
well
then I
as
jump,
his...
and then Yeek jumps on him, points on him. Nobody hurts Ayul.
oh, damn.
Okay, so we are going to go off initiative because the bear at this point of time just kind of whimpers, and the bear looks like it's ready to run away. Does Artonis, Aspen, Ayul wish to do anything to try and stop the bear from running
Yeah,
away?
freeze ray him.
You're
Real
gonna
quick,
freeze rate the bear?
real quick.
No, don't kill. Don't
If
kill,
I
don't
can,
kill.
before that, I will do Vicious Mockery to give him disadvantage, if that's alright with you.
Now,
The bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's gonna be... he has to pass
Make a
the...
vicious compliment. Make a vicious compliment. He's a poor dude.
He,
You don't know it.
he has
Yeah,
to
you don't
pass
know
a
it, I guess.
12.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Let me see. Poor bear. Oh, bear.
Poor bear.
Oh, bear.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Bear's
not-
not feeling it. No. Tears are rolling down the bear's eyes with a strange intelligence behind them. And
a coward.
Artonis, what
You
did you
are
do?
a coward.
I decided not to freeze ray him, just cast sleep on him. And if I catch the Kenku, that's okay.
I pet the bear. Mean man is gone. Mean man is gone. You safe.
All
You
right,
safe.
Artonis, roll for how many hit points gets knocked out.
Wait, I said sleep.
Or yeah, for sleep. Roll for how many hit points.
Okay. Wait, give me a second.
I'm standing next to the bear.
Oh yeah, you are.
Cowards and wolves and bears. Oh my.
Oh,
That's
28 hit points. Our Fleeks, how many hit points do you have?
I have 15 hit points.
15.
Full HP. Yes, I have full HP.
Okay. In that case, both suddenly as he's jumping up and down on this half orc, nobody hurts Ayul, and he and he falls asleep, kind of cuddling up with the bear, who also falls asleep on. I just want to also point out that you are on top of a dead guard as well. So the bear and the Kenku are curled up, snoozing on top of a dead guard.
I just want to remember
it is-
this moment as just the most precious thing that precious to me.
That's
This is
right.
adorable.
It is no longer on initiative, but who wishes to do what? Because this is magically induced sleep, but any loud sounds or attack or anything will wake them up.
We should tie the bear up somehow.
Okay.
So
Wait a minute.
while still up on the roof, Ayul's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself. I should roll for that, right?
Yes, you should roll.
Yeah, is there
Artonis
anyone?
and I are only one knowing that this is for my humans, right?
Clicked it and nothing
At this
happened.
point in time, yes.
Let's try
Yeah.
again.
Oh, please, Artonis.
Nothing happens when I click it.
You need
Is
to
it a
cast it
spell
at a
level?
particular level.
Oh, how do I do that?
It should pop a window.
Yeah, it should pop up a window.
No window popped up anywhere.
Hold on a second, let me see.
Maybe it's some hidden behind something or something.
No.
Well, I gotta say that
Here,
went a
let me-
lot
hang
better
on.
in our favor this time around.
Does that work? Okay, hang on. Level 1. There we go.
There you go.
It's almost like we are a whole circle, the ball rolling around in flames.
Right. Ayul, you have healed yourself completely just touching yourself.
Cool.
Wonderful.
I didn't know
would
touching
like to
myself
just-
was so effective.
In front of a sheep, nonetheless.
Oh god.
So
I
yes, continue.
oh. I was.
It's hard
I
to
had
say
a-
anything after
I had
that.
a funny idea for a song. That was all. So.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't contain sheep.
Zerum, is there, while they are tying this bear up, is there anything you specifically wish to do?
Yes, I'd like to search the body of the orc.
Okay, got it. The little bird.
The sheep's not in the song though, Artonis. So.
I hope not.
Excellent.
But you can't. So while this is bleating up there, you can't no one, including Artonis, can understand what the sheep is saying. Let me see. All right. While you are searching up, this half orc. You see that aside from that great sword that he threw up there, there is a small magical ring he's wearing. And it changes size, so when you take it off of his gloved finger, it changes size as if ready to fit another finger, indicating its magical nature.
Hey,
Okay.
does any one of us have have large animal handling skills?
Let me actually check.
I just have a +2, so not.
You're
might
a
have
ranger.
really.
You could
Because
I have
Because-
3 in animal handling.
you have forgotten that wolf that is hiding.
Don't forget the
Oh,
wolf.
that's right. I'm gonna go check because I saw it. Right, I was
So
making the
I just want
comment.
to point out, Zerum is the only one.
I had tried to
Oh.
alert everybody
He,
else.
he,
but I
he
didn't
told
make-
everyone.
He did alert. Okay, good.
And Atonis is the only one who knows it's humans inside. So Atonis should probably tell them before they kill it.
Alright. Alright, guys. I thought it was obvious, but these are obviously humans turned into.
Oh.
Or
that's-
humanoids of some
that's
sort. I mean,
unfortunate.
they could be a Kenku bear.
Could be a Kenku bear, yes.
Dragon
You
Ball.
can do that to people?
I'd like to look for the other wolf if you don't mind.
So while you are tying up this particular bear, and we will say that without needing to roll or anything, you can safely tie it up, and by the time it wakes up, or if you intentionally wake it up, it will be tied up safely. When you go to search for the wolf, you can see the wolf hiding underneath this particular area, just kind of looking at its wounds, and it sees you and backs up in this terrified manner.
Well, hold on there. Hold on there. I'm not here to hurt you anymore. And I'm like motion it to come closer. And how can I tell how badly injured it is?
Sing it a song.
What's that?
I just said sing it a song, sorry.
Sing a song.
The only song I could think of at the moment is not a song it wants to hear. But anyway.
Yeah, it's not particularly. It's injured, so it is bleeding. It fell. It's bleeding. It got. I think it got stabbed, right?
I want
The
to
deck?
I don't
Oh no,
remember.
it was attempting to attack. It was attempting to down, and you gave it its vicious mockery too. No. What
No,
was that mark?
I think
That was it.
the
That
mark
fell
was
down
stabbed.
provisionally.
Stabbed.
That
Yeah.
it fell down on the grease.
Wasn't that Bane or something?
Yep.
Yeah,
Bane.
that's
Yeah,
right.
Bane.
It had Bane on it too. Yeah, that's the Bane on it. So right now it's just looking, just clean its off of the grease and looking kind of terrified. It's not particularly injured, but it's not looking like it's to attack you. It looks like it would rather, and in fact, it probably will very soon.
Is it possible for me to persuade it to kind of
Sure,
Now-
animal handling.
animal handling or just persuasion? If it is
Animal handling.
All right, I will not question it. So that's going to be a +2.
Right now, it can understand it can understand common, but it's kind of like the way a dog can understand you. Like
Right.
it knows tone and inflection.
Okay.
That's actually good enough. And that's actually really good. So it does not flee. It's not running away, but it does stay kind of where it is, not trusting you. With that
Wait.
said, what did we do with the sheep?
Wait, I have an idea.
Read the chat.
I took it down from the roof.
Grab sheep, bleed. All right, and as the sheep returns down, the bleeding returns to kill them all.
I have one last idea with the wolf.
We can't hear
Okay.
this. It doesn't work anymore, right?
The speak with animals works for about 10 minutes, so you've used it for probably a good 5.
Okay.
I want to, since it's not approaching me, I want to like grab me and Ayul bought a bunch of these sandwiches. I'm gonna grab one of the
How
half of the
about I
sandwich.
just walk over to the wolf and let my spell.
Oh, sure. I mean, as you are handing a sandwich, Artonis walks over. And what do you say to him to the wolf while you're handing it the sandwich?
I don't know if you can understand me, but this shit's real good. So you should come a little closer and you can get a bite. So we won't harm you.
Wait, I can't understand you. How can I understand you?
It's the magic dragonborn.
I look at the sandwich again. And I'm like, geez, this stuff is crazy.
It is
I didn't
me,
even eat this
goddammit.
stuff.
Oh, you have. I see. You have Finithir. Oh, you need to bring him back. You need to bring him back. He's going. The master will be very upset.
Well,
You know who's upset? I am upset.
Yeah.
But Master Noak, he
Well,
he
hold on
needs
now.
he needs Starbright back, or else he'll hurt everyone.
Who's this guy, and what all mess are you guys caught up in? Because it doesn't seem like you guys are wanting in on this little deal that you've got going.
Don't listen to him. He's one of the guards that kept me inside of my garden for the past 2 years.
Sheep, if you don't shut your trap, I'm going to process you like a lamb.
I'm not a sheep. I'm the great wizard Starbright.
Do you think I care right now?
God, I wish I had a sleep spell.
I'm looking at Yeek's little text things. It's great.
Wait, shouldn't I have essentially 2 uses of sleep?
Zerum, the only other thing that you find on your body aside from that magical is about 15 gold piece worth of coin.
Okay.
Aside from that, no orders or anything else.
Can Orcs even read?
I want you to, since you are doing the search, you're not exactly the most dexterous with your paws right now, right? I just want to confirm because there's something that I.
There's a sleeping Kenku, isn't there?
Would you agree with me that you would not be like moving bits of his shoes off or things like that?
I would be able to get into pouches and things like that, but like I wouldn't be like trying to take off his armor or anything like that. No.
Okay, then I want you to roll a perception check. Oh, wow. Well done. Okay, so you might not be taking the armor off, but as you roll him over to the side, you hear a clinking. And when you move him back and forth, there's a clinking underneath that armor, and you kind of jiggle the deceased corpse a little bit, and a tiny key falls out of the armor.
Picks up the key of a claw and then puts it in his satchel.
Where's the Kenku when you need him?
Sleeping. Thank you.
It's adorable.
So,
Leave him alone.
I think the sleep spell works for what? 1 minute?
Something like that.
Yeah, so the sleep spell works for 1 minute. So at this point in time, like, I think he might just be going sleeping. It's been a pretty busy day. The bear wakes up, and the bear, you can hear the bear, what? No, release me! Release me! Roar! And you can see commoners and common folk are kind of giving all of you a wide berth as they're waiting for more guards to appear in the marketplace, and you can sense that more guards will be coming soon.
What the heck? What the heck? Good morning. Oh. Yeah. Kenku's a
And
bit-
who are you?
Oh, it's been years. It's been years since anyone called me my name. I've just been Bear.
What happened to you?
Where am I?
Oh, Noak.
Oh, hey, Pig.
Noak has been using us as his guards. No, the city guards will come. They're going to kill me. You must let me go.
All right. How about you two just understand that we want to help you, and as long as you're keeping calm, nobody's going to hurt you. We're going to take care of it.
Tell us where Noak is, and we will see what can be done.
Well, if you'd just asked me, he's over at my old laboratory.
Oh, hey, Pig is talking again.
Zarm moves to Zarm tries to do an insight check to see if he's going to be any trouble, or
The bear?
the bear. Like if it seems like he'll go back to his master, or if he's just trying to get away from the guards.
Okay, do an insight check. It's difficult for you to tell otherwise. You think that he is. You think that he's just scared. It's difficult to see if he is trying to lure you into a trap or anything like that. It's just a few miles south of the 4th Nod Gate.
Well,
I will let you go if you promise not to alert Nook.
well,
But where else will I go? He's going to know.
if I may intervene real quickly, we could take these guys to the temple. They might actually have something to help these or reverse the spell that they're under. And,
Not if he's been using my wand, he won't.
well, would you rather come to the laboratory with us or be somewhere safe while we handle it from afar? Because people will take care of you guys while you're there, and there's guards, and no one will trouble you.
I'm not going to let you go to my house without me there, even if I can't talk to you. We only have a few minutes left.
Well, by the time we get there, we wouldn't be able to understand you, and it's not like you'll be much help once we arrive. I'm just suggesting we get you guys to the temple, keep you safe, and maybe they'll have...
I want pick.
Maybe maybe the people that we're friends with can actually help us with some gear and prepare us for...
What was Yeek saying? And I hear you there. What was Yeek saying?
Yeek was pro for taking that adorable pig with him. I called pig because I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know better. Pig.
Yeah.
You can. So the wolf comes out and just kind of stays by the tabaxi, and now everyone can hear everyone else. The sheep kind of speaks up. If you're going to take down Noak, I'm going to be there when it happens, no matter what.
I can respect that.
Is this some kind of vengeance trip for you?
He had me eating out of my own garden for the last 2 years. Of course I want vengeance.
Well, we need
Your
to...
own garden.
We need to take these other two along to the temple. That's my suggestion. If anyone else has any ideas, I mean, it's a little bit weird of a situation here.
I'd have preferred the other two taken care of somehow. I don't think they will fight.
The wolf speaks up. The wolf speaks up and says, if we go back, then Noak is the only one who can turn us back into what we were before. You can't kill him. We need him and that wand.
No, obviously
That wand and Star-Raptor. You do not need him.
We have Sheepman, Pigman.
And you have a very capable sorcerer.
So, wizard sheep thing. If we get the wand, can you reverse what's been done to everyone, or does it specifically has to be this Nook person?
It's my wand, and yes, I can help everyone better than he can. He's just a stupid novice.
Well, we can take the wand and get it back to you. I mean,
Let's take him with us.
If
yeah, he will not say.
If you're gonna be, bahing all the way over there, it's not really gonna help us at all trying to fight people or get to the wand. So
The wand is special. I made it.
well, I understand that, but we need to be able to get the wand first, and a sheep's not exactly the most useful companion. Aside, once this spell wears off, we won't be able to hear you.
He knows his place. Let him come. If he wants
There's
to come.
no way I'm letting you out of my sight. I came to you for help. I promise that I'll be able to pay you back. I was and am a great wizard, you know.
Alright, no matter about that, but I think we should just let the cotton sheep come and just worry about our two other friends and get them to safety somehow so that we can continue on.
They are adult people. Let them decide. people somewhat.
The bear speaks up. I don't want to go back to Nook. He'll make us do things again. Please, if you have to save us.
Just bring him to the temple then.
Best to save.
Yeah.
Here,
Let's call Temple Guard and let him.
As it happens, many guards are coming down. They're basically surrounding the marketplace right now. After the cry out of battle, and it's only been a few minutes from this particular scene. But the guards do come, and they do take the bear, and you manage to convince them to take the bear and the wolf. You walk them back to the Terminus Temple, while the guards take care of the body of the half-orc, as well as the two deceased guard members and the other wolves. When you depart the temple, is there anything you wish to do before you depart Samora, with the knowledge that if you were to travel to the wizard's laboratory, his house, it is south of Samora, a few miles south. If you use the North Nod Gate.
I want to have animals speak with animals girls.
Well, okay. Hold on. I heard speak with animals scroll and something about a market.
Yes,
yeah, I want to buy some things and ask you if they are available at the market.
Okay, let me go with Artonis first. Artonis, what would you like to do before we depart?
Get some speak with animals balls.
So you will be able to get one other speak with animal scroll from the temple itself. It's the only one that they have available to pass out right now. They would have to search for more, and it sounds like time is not of the essence, or time is of the essence right now.
Well, I guess I'll take one then. Will there be any at the market?
Inside of the market, no. And
All
again,
right.
it would take some more time to do so.
All right, then I guess I could take that scroll if I can afford it.
Can
Understood, Zerum?
Is there any information from the temple that can tell me about the laboratory?
So information. So when you tell the temple priests, not specifically the Naviite and the Aviite and the Nodite, they know of. They have heard of Finithir Starbright, and when they're talking, they're looking at the sheep. They're like, "This is the great Starbright," and the sheep is looking all. If a sheep could look proud, it would be looking proud, and they tell tales about how he was a great wizard, but master of transformation spells. But he died 2 years ago, and now his apprentice has taken over his research. The apprentice is rarely seen in town, but that's not particularly suspicious at all, especially for wizards.
Yep.
But the sheep is nodding each time, with all of that information.
I'd like to. I want to take a break real quick because it's like 90 degrees in my apartment. But,
oh gosh, okay.
I'd like to look around. I'd like to look around the city for any other establishments that sell transformation potions.
That sells potions?
Potions or stuff like that might give us an edge.
I need to.
Okay.
In the same, I need a potion seller too. You need to look at my potion I found. The mysterious.
Your potion you found?
Yeah, I found a mysterious potion in the last session.
Ah, yes. Yes, you did. Okay, so we have. So we can't take too much time gathering information, looking for potions, and that information. Unless you wish to take the time, of course. If you do not wish to depart right now, if you wish to take long rest, if you wish to take the time,
We should
For this
probably
to
take a
happen.
long rest because I'm empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only used one spell, and long rests are great.
But the thing is that this guy will miss his right hand.
What?
And that's up to you, and that is entirely up to you.
Understand.
So
I'll be
with that,
right back.
He will be
okay, so
suspicious.
he's gonna figure that out. He'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. Yes, so that is a possibility. This this particular wizard that you've been hearing about, Noke, Master Noke, would definitely have noticed that his hench person has not returned. Should you wait? But that is up to you. If you do wish to take time to get your spells back, to do some potion hunting, and we can make that happen.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that experienced with Dungeons and Dragons, but it feels like a not good idea to go out with an empty mage. Just saying.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotta
Maybe
agree.
pause
I
a
think we
short
should
rest.
take a long rest.
Okay.
I'm good with a short rest, but if anybody else wants to do a long one.
Okay, I think.
Okay.
I mean, Kenku is perfectly healthy. I can spy the scene out and. And go stealthy there.
I prefer to have the element of surprise, but.
I mean, even I have spells now, and I've used my most useful one on myself already. So I just feel like a long rest would be the best option, considering half our group has spells and needs to recharge them.
No, that's perfectly fine. I love it.
Okay, then I will do shopping in the meantime. Then.
Okay, what is that something?
Okay, I was thinking about getting a few kind of potions that would kind of help me in my being as a rook, like a sleep potion.
Okay.
And a cloak potion that makes me more invisible. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
More invisible. Like you need to be more invisible.
Like a shadow potion that makes that gives me an advantage on hiding or something. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Right.
And a stronger bow maybe, like if something like that is possible. I don't really know.
So what you're talking about there is actually I can't remember. Are there masterwork items in 5th edition?
Are there what?
Masterwork items.
I have no idea about the itemization.
Yeah. Let me check real quick. I want to check on that.
Oh no, that's fine, right.
5th edition masterwork items. No, there's not. Okay. So master, but we can make that happen.
Oh.
No, before I forget, actually, I should probably say something that Aiel does do.
Yeah, what's that?
So, assuming we haven't quite left the area yet, have we, or have we already done that?
Yeah,
We can say that anything happens between now and leaving the area. So yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so Aiel's actually going to go back up onto the roof and grab that greatsword that the orc threw at him.
Okay. You're probably the only one that knows exactly where to find it. Yeah. It is a large sword. It actually does. So if you were to wield it, it's a two-handed weapon. But if you were to wield it, it would do 2d6 damage.
Can such a tiny bird even wield it?
I cannot.
I don't think he can, but
So I can't wield it. But is there anybody else in the group who would be able to wield it?
I'm not sure. I don't think I can.
I think only the Dragonborn, really.
right.
No, that would be funny.
Because I was thinking, if nobody else wants the weapon, because I'm more than willing to just give it away. If nobody else wants it, I was probably gonna sell it.
I mean, why not? Just give me the thing. I mean, what could be more awesome than a Dragonborn sorcerer with a double-handed sword?
Behold, our Dragonborn battle mage.
I just got back.
They have a
Hey,
Mage Barbarian.
did I miss
Alright,
something?
But yeah,
Aiel has grabbed the great sword, Aspen, and is now giving it to our mage.
Nice. This is
So-
out of game, but I made something. You'd have to check the stream to see it, but I made something that I think you guys would find pretty nifty.
Oh, I'm gonna check the stream then.
And let me
I'm
know
not
how
taking-
many people want to look, and I'll wait until everyone's on.
Where is the stream?
I posted into the Discord,
Oh,
the Twitch
right.
one that I'm running. The
I'm watching
you
an
might, you might like
advertisement right
this
now.
too. Is Eclipse here? Eclipse? Eclipse? Eclipse?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself while I was sneezing, and apparently you didn't hear all the cool stuff I just said.
It doesn't matter. It's not important.
Yes, it does.
But Eclipse, you might think it's kind of cool too if you take a look.
I'm looking at your stream. What am I seeing?
Oh, who else is looking? I'll do it at the same time.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Okay, so I went over because I need hydration. So
Yes.
I got this already. Let me get closer.
Uh-oh. Potions!
Yeah.
That is
so
indeed
That's really
potion.
cool.
I gotta have 2-minute trailer ad, which I can't skip, which is annoying.
it's 2 minutes.
So basically, Torch just showed off like a little rack full of beakers and like a flask, I believe.
Yeah.
And now he's drinking from them, which I assume they are.
Yeah, no.
I need to
It's
haggle
it's
again.
just water with Mio. It's a little
Yeah.
because nobody
Right.
nobody I know. Yeah. In 2 minutes,
He's
my
got
stream
all
is
the
gonna get
potion.
more interesting. No. Yeah, it's a neat little because no one, folks that I have like get-togethers with, we don't drink alcohol, so I thought it was funny for like potions. So I'm
Right.
ready.
It is
Right.
indeed very unique.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I would like, first of all, to sell the very nice cloak to somebody here, and haggling, of course, again.
Can we like use some misdirection and like send a fake note to that asshole and tell him as if his guy was like caught by the gods and like, sorry boss, I was caught. Oh no, you know.
I have the forgery kit skill, so I could forge a letter if I have some handwriting of the guy.
The guy. Yeah, you don't have any of his handwriting.
Well, we could just claim that we could just send a messenger, and the messenger could claim he dictated it to him.
So, out of
Before we go
character,
Story.
Yeah,
before we
out
go
of character?
further in Story. Oh, so sorry.
out of character, Eclipse, was the half-orc's name Gronk? And if it was, can I peck you?
No, and yes. No, it was not Gronk. It was Goose.
I was close enough.
But no one ever asked his name. No one cares about the behind the head.
Oh no.
Now I can
Well,
play
he
my
should
sad
have been nicer
song.
then.
Alexa, play Despacito.
No Despacito.
And then before we going further in the story, can we do all the merchant stuff, like buying?
Yes,
buying
yes, yes.
stuff?
So when
I
it comes, to this, I just want.
What?
I'm going to use you last because you're the one that wants to buy those potions and try and get that all. So first off, it sounds like Zerum, good for doing a long rest. We're going to stay. I mean, basically, we're going to stay at the temple. We've got the sheep. We're going to protect it. We're going to move on in the morning or the next day at some point in time. You're good with it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ayul, sounds like you are also okay with that. You are going to take some rest at the take your rest, get your spell back at the temple, and make sure that the sheep is protected, even though he's bleeding all night long.
I'm gonna get these crombies in my tummy.
Crumby in my tummy. All right. So we actually, we can figure this out. What we can do is we can finish up the. the kind of logistical part of this, and then call it a day, and then do the next part on the next week.
So like the
Or
going
it
to
would
the
probably
laboratory.
take about an hour to an hour and a half from right now, and I know that would put me at 5:30, and that would probably put that would put me at about 6, and that would probably put some others later than they wanted to play as well.
Yeah,
That
I
would
have
put me
to-
at midnight. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
skeptical of that.
I understand it.
Okay.
I personally could play for hours today. For
I
some reason.
know. So
But yeah.
let's do this. Let's finish up the logistics part of this. So it take a few minutes for that we're going to be, and then we're going to head to the. We're going to begin the adventure to the. Next
You're
week.
cutting out a lot. You're cutting out a lot. Can you?
Okay,
go
let me
closer
fix
to-
that.
Hey guys, one of these potions tastes like Pez. This is the greatest.
All right, and I have returned.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
I just realized I was muted. I just wanted to tell everyone, one of these potions I have tastes like Pez. It's great. You guys should try it.
He's gonna grow bat wings. I know it.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll finish up the logistics, and then next week we will begin the walk to the Wizard's Laboratory and see what happens there.
All right.
All right. So Zerum is taken care of. Ayul, you are storing up on Crombies. You're like Nudmog is your new best friend. And Artonis, is there anything specific you are doing?
Well, the Talk of Animal scroll, I got it for free. I hope.
The what? Oh yes, you did get that. You did get the talk with animals for free. And
Okay.
let me actually, I want you to roll a 1d4 minus 1.
1d4 minus 1. How do I do
1d4
it?
minus 1.
Roll. Tell me again how do I do that?
Sure. You're going to type. So you're actually going to type.
Yeah.
Roll d4 minus 1. So it's going to look like that, just without the
Okay.
box. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay.
That scroll that they gave you actually has 3 uses.
Oh, nice.
So you have one scroll that
I'm
has...
going to be Dr. Doolittle.
That's
So you have
perfect.
one scroll that has 3 uses of Speak with Animals, and this is a modified version. Or no, this is not a modified version. So this is the normal Speak with Animals. So what you had was a modified version, the original one that you used. Just so you know, Speak with Animals, the normal spell, will only allow you to talk for 2 minutes to you specifically, not everyone around you.
Oh well. Still
All
useful.
right. Okay, it is still useful. It is still useful. Yes.
I have a
All
silly
right.
question.
I have a silly answer.
Is there a tail insurance stall?
I don't think that we have tail insurance yet.
Dang.
I don't think you would want to buy it.
We can tie.
Why not?
We can tie.
Area.
We can tie a
That
little
great sword
string.
almost got the tail, man.
Yeah, that was close.
It was close. I'd count your blessings, maybe.
So about that sword that I got, how do I add it? I mean, what stats does it have?
Sure. So the great sword itself is just two-handed slashing. Let me actually see. I think we can do it this way. Great sword. Yep, there it is. So if you just search, you see where it has that eye up top, those icons, and it has the white eye.
White
letter I.
I.
Yeah, the letter I.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
type great sword in there and just drag it onto your items in your character sheet, and it'll put it on there for you.
Oh, that's useful.
Yep. Now there's also the matter, Zero.
Can-
There was yes.
Can it be a Whirlpool greatsword?
It cannot be a Vorpal greatsword. You're insane. Wow. Zara, there was also the matter of that ring that you found. I noticed that you didn't tell anyone about it.
Yes.
Do we wish to keep it that way?
For the moment, yeah. It's not
Okay,
like he
understood.
didn't like particularly hide it, but he just stored it away for now.
Yep, just pocketed it away. That and the key. Did you tell anyone about the key?
Yes, he would. Just there's a lot going on. I was letting everybody take care of their own little things and stuff like that, so I wasn't gonna interrupt. But yes, Uzan would tell everybody that hey, I found a key that likely leads into somewhere important for where we're going.
While you found it, the Kenku was asleep, so.
Yes. Yes,
Otherwise, the
Kenku was
Kenku would
asleep.
have found it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. So with that, DuckTales have not been lost. Cat guys have not smooched dragons, not yet. Give it time. Give it time. Let me see. So I think that is Aspen. Was there anything else that you wish to do? We're gonna do Yeek Stab last. So Aspen, how about you?
So you said that there's probably not like any other places that would have potions or anything like that.
So if you do wish for potions, this place you can get. And this is going to go for anyone. You can essentially get any potions that you can think of. We just can't like really abuse the whole system and go insane. So if you want poisons, if you want specific potions, I want a potion of sleep. I want a potion of being able to.
Transformation?
What's that?
Could we theoretically get a potion of orc transformation? Because
actually.
That's a feeling.
Wow.
What's and something that maybe at a meeting between everybody. I do have disguise self. I don't tell anybody that I was John Smith at the party, but I do tell everyone I have disguised self. So maybe, wait, how tall was the orc?
The orc was about 6 feet tall.
Okay, yeah, then I'd be able to disguise myself as the orc. It's a theory.
So this is in theory. So I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah.
So you want to try and get a potion of orc transformation specifically.
For Torch, because he's a good actor.
Well, I have disguise self, so unless they do like a physical inspection, like they inspect me very closely, it's gonna look like I'm the guy.
This orc has fur.
Because I can also, because with the potion though, you won't get the. I know. I want transformation potions just as much as you, Fleeks. But I won't get the armor they were wearing. With disguise self, I can appear as though I have the same armor, weapons, even if I can't use any of it. It's like a hologram instead of.
Kind of like a hologram, yeah.
Yeah, but So as long as no one like goes up and like touches my shoulder and their hand phases through me, I'm gonna have all the armor and the details and stuff. So
yeah, I'm sure you can play out that nobody watches you deeper and that nobody touches you because you would be like, oh god, does not want touch.
Yeah. But
animals could smell the difference. That's something you have to. But if you wear his armor, maybe it works.
No, I don't think I'm proficient with anything that he had. But yeah. So that's something I bring up to the party is that I can disguise myself, and so if we're making our approach to the laboratory, maybe you guys look like you're, I caught you and we're heading over, but. And if we get the assistance of, like, if we have the sheep, it's even more enticing to let us in. He came back with a prize and a bunch of other test subjects. Congrats.
I'm looking forward.
Well, that could work. If he does not do an Arcana check.
I mean, it's the best we got. So.
Okay. So.
But if they have a polymorph potion, I'll take that.
So you can actually find polymorph potions around. So if this is what you guys do want to do, you can find all of these. Now, when you start getting into polymorph potions or transformative potions like that, you're looking at 300 plus gold pieces.
Oh.
So not
Per.
something that the temple's gonna just hand out.
Okay, before
So
we
the temple
decide
won't
that,
just temple won't just hand that out. If you want to get from the temple, so going out into town, it would basically be it would be about 300 gold pieces. If you wanted something specific, it might be more or less, but you're looking at around 300 for a transformative potion. If you want to try and get from the temple,
before we decide financial stuff, I have a very nice cloak to sell.
oh, your very nice cloak. Your very nice
Yes.
cloak is worth 50 gold pieces.
Am I
That
the only
is
one
a
with
very nice cloak, by the way.
Can I haggle? Can I haggle? Persuasion haggle.
Yes,
For
do your
what?
persuasion to haggle.
I
300%.
want to do something
No,
interesting.
it's-
and
Whoa,
Eclipse, if
whoa,
I may.
sorry, I have advantage. Sorry, but yeah, 10.
You rolled a 10 on each. It doesn't matter.
Wait. I, as the smooth talking bard, I would like to go into town with Fleeks and be like the. Excuse me, sirs, one and all. Have you seen this amazing cloak made of the finest silks of the? I'd like to help him.
Of elfin kind.
Yeah, I'd like to help sell and maybe do some.
Oh, that
songs
cloak.
and-
For some reason, I thought you had the cloak from Goose. Oh God, the cloak that you got from Ingaret.
Yes.
Oh, that cloak of elven kind. Hold on one second.
And not from Ingaret. I found it. I stole it from a person, from this one customer.
Right.
Make it. That one.
Right.
I finally, Yeek finally got the cloak he wanted. They wanted.
Right. So that cloak of elven kind. Let me double check. Come here. Yeah. So that one right there, you could probably sell for maybe 450, maybe 500 gold.
That's
yes.
If you're looking to buy a cloak like that, you're looking at over 2,000.
So
I will.
I'm gonna go to Fleeks and I'm gonna
That's
suggest.
some fucking profit.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest like, hey, I can help you sell this, and I can make money at the taverns for a little bit.
Make a good profit.
Yeah.
I give you half. I give you half of it if you haggle good. If not, I take all the money myself.
We'll agree to disagree. We'll handle it later. we'll handle it later.
It seems weird as a magical item has such a price say. That
Oh, yeah,
seems
can I
to make no
can I-
sense.
Yeah,
Can
it
I-
gets.
Mm.
Sorry.
Is it magic? I thought it was just. You told me last time it is just a nice cloak.
I'm kind of curious. So when you were saying that, because I'm confused if you have that cloak, because there was a cloak of elven kind,
Or
but I thought
Yeah,
you didn't get it.
did the temple take it, or the guard take
You
it?
said. Oh, I could. Oh no! Right. Sorry. I totally misunderstood it. I'm so sorry. I think you told me that this guy wasn't wearing an elfin kind cloak. I'm not entirely sure. I somehow can remember.
No, I
There
think
was
I
one-
remember.
there was
Rich guy-
one-
Whatever this rich guy. Whatever this rich guy-
Ingrid wore one, but they
Yeah,
went
I know.
allowing us to take the cloak.
I have failed
Right.
to take the cloak from Ingaret.
Yeah, you failed.
But
I thought you'd failed to take it, but you did get a nice cloak from Lord Hydemark, I believe it was.
Yeah. This guy who was laying there, who we knocked out, with the rich customer.
Oh! Not the customer in the tavern last one. Yes. Okay, that was just that was your normal nice cloak. That was not a cloak of elven kind.
You said it is a
I was
very
so
nice.
confused. Like, how the hell did you get that from her? I thought that we kept it.
That's a
No,
very
that
nice
is
cloak.
your well-to-do 50 gold piece cloak.
Ah, okay, then haggle with me. Come on, we're doing half.
All right, so,
So-
we're gonna go haggle for more, and then afterwards I want to see how much money I can make at the taverns. I'll
Oh.
sing the song of our triumph of bears and sheep and all that.
What's up with this?
Would
To
you-
the persuasion.
What's up with this royal mace I still have?
That Roy. So that
Oh.
Mace of Sleep, you mean?
That the royal mace of King.
The sleepy mace.
Yeah, that's the Mace of
King
Sleep. Three
Rattler.
times per day. If you hit someone with it, they go to sleep.
Really? Okay.
No matter how.
Yeah, you bonk them on the head with it, and you have a choice. If you want, you can also try to make them sleep.
How much is it worth?
How much is it worth? do. Now I'm going. Now I'm going in for this one too.
So I sell I guess I sell a very nice cloak for 50 gold. Because I was
Okay.
just did the 10.
Yeah, sorry. Just the 50. 50 gold is nice enough.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know. But I'm
For that
greedy.
base, come here. So that mace is holy shit. You would be able to sell that for about 1,000. If you were to sell it.
And me
But
and
it's also very
me and Fleeks know nothing about this. We're already away. Damn.
I think I better put some traps on that mace in case the kangaroo gets wind of it.
Right. Well, just never tell him. He doesn't know what the price. No one else knows how much that thing is. So.
Right.
Well, is there also in that info section an entry for that mace so I can properly put it in?
Yeah, let me see that real quick. So
I only have it in as a note in my backpack.
yeah, so so what we will do is I'll actually do this for you. Let's make it easy.
Okay.
So what?
Also, I need to remove the simple hats.
You need to remove what?
I still had the 10 hats I bought for tea. For tea.
Oh, right. The hats. Now as for that mace, no, stop it! For God's sakes.
And I didn't know if you wanted me to roll it or not for when I go to the taverns, but I did get a 18 for performance.
For your performance, oh my gosh. I want you to then in that case, I want you to roll 2d6.
Ten.
10. That's amazing. You end up making 20 gold pieces through the night.
Woohoo!
In total, that's just not single coins being thrown. That's just in total.
And
you will work up.
I gave you hey Aspen, I give you a chance to persuade me to give you coins from the sale we just had. So
You want to give me the chance to scam you out of money. I mean, I'll take it if that's what you're asking.
No, to be nice to me, be nice to me, to the Kenku and I will give you 10 because you
Oh my
helped.
gosh.
Aw.
But you can get out a bit more, and I just
I'll
try.
simply
Just
take
with
the
it.
10. I'm not gonna take advantage of you.
Oh.
Aww.
That was me taking advantage of the out of character for getting more money, but in
Yeah, I
character, I'll pull the heartstrings out of character, but my character won't do that. Everyone's
Perfect.
like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, I got you now." Haha.
So yeah, you got 10 gold from me.
Yeah.
Just add it to your thing because you helped.
There you
Even
go.
if it wasn't successful, but
I'll go to the tavern
it
and
was probably
sing.
the same gnome again. So
Yeah.
and I need to give this unknown vial of something to someone.
Okay,
You want-
so
you want what?
that unknown vial of something.
I drink
Pour
it.
it, Fleet.
I drink it.
Pour it in Aiel's drink and see what happens.
Pour it
No,
on
no,
Ayul.
no,
You
no.
want to pour it in Ayul's drink?
I want to
No.
drink it. I want to drink it. I want to
No,
drink.
nobody drinks it. Nobody drinks it. Nobody gets hurt.
Aw.
Sad.
Nobody's an alchemist, so you can't know what it is. So yeah,
So-
what is the vial of something from this? I gathered.
Wait, is this the
Okay.
polymorph potion or is this some other vial? Like,
I
This
found
is
a vial last time.
yeah. This is another vial. This is another vial of white liquid that he found.
oh, okay. That's
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
that's
It's white. It's a. You
That's
found a vial of
suspicious.
thick white
It's
liquid.
milk.
that's
milk.
that's interesting. You got
Clearly,
there.
it is.
But
Never
yeah,
mind.
what do I have to pay to get a good guess to get knowledge of an alchemist?
So normally it would be 100 gold pieces to identify, but you can do it at the temple for a donation of 50.
I do that.
I hope
So
it's not.
the 50 I got.
I hope it was worth it.
Let's see if it is worth it. Come here. All right. And you are going to be...
378.
Ooh.
Could be like a solvent
Nice.
or something.
What is it?
I like it. I will take it. Okay. That is a potion of growth.
Oh.
Somebody here into macro?
Well, no. So what a potion of growth does is pretty common. It basically enlarges you as if you've had an enlarge spell cast upon you.
So you get bigger.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Think-
1d. So basically, for 1d4 hours, you will have you will be one size larger than you are. So you can basically
I give it to Serum. I give it to Serum.
Oh shit! You bastard!
Okay
Serum-
then.
All right, Zerum,
Serum,
you
get a
have.
gift from the Kenku.
We need to
You
get
have-
Curie.
That's
in
a hell of
here.
a gift.
You will
So,
double in size if you take it.
It
No, it's
is.
not double in size. It's just
Yeah.
one size larger.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
you're gonna go one size up, and let me double check. All right. Actually, it is. So the target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. Wow.
Well,
So if you're a 100-pound dragon, you're now an 800-pound dragon.
Nice.
This growth
This can be
increases
useful.
its size by one category, from medium to large, for example.
So yeah,
Until the
put a-
spell ends, target has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's
So,
weapons also grow to match its new size. With
Oh,
these
shit.
weapons enlarged, targets attack with them deal an extra d4 damage.
That is
Okay.
pretty cool.
put it in your inventory, please, Serum.
Dear
Put it
God
in
in
your
heaven.
inventory.
so,
Yeah.
if it fucking like basically makes you go a size up, what if Zaram was a large dragon and used it? What would happen to him?
I'd
Then
become a
he would
huge
become
one.
gargantuan or huge.
I see.
And if he's
Don't
huge, he'd
take it
become
in-
gargantuan. If he's gargantuan, then I don't want to think
Colossal.
about it.
Fossils next.
This is when we get Curie.
Black hole.
We get
Use
That'd
it
be nice.
wisely, okay?
Let's turn you into a gargantuan dragon and see what happens.
Well, the thing is, you can
not
only.
yet.
It doesn't stack. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
These kinds of potions do not stack, so you only.
Yeah.
You can only ever go up one size larger than your current
Yeah.
size.
It this thing doubles your size, right? This
It,
specific
it
potion.
technically doubles your size, but in mechanical
Right,
terms,
right. So
only
we
go one
play until you're
category up.
gargantuan, and then we use it.
There you go. That's all we
Yeah.
want to do.
It
And
doesn't-
then
keep
you
it wisely.
eclipse size, and then just has a mental breakdown.
And for the last thing,
I am the mountain.
Oh
For the
God.
last thing, I have a technical question and then a story question. So, technical
Okay.
question is, if I have a sleep potion or a poison potion, can I put it on arrows?
Yes.
Like a-
yes, you can. I think
And-
one So normally one potion is enough to coat like one weapon for one attack.
Mhm.
I think for arrows it's like 5 arrows. It was 5
Oh
arrows
my
and 3.5.
Perfect. So then I want to buy more arrows, like 20 more arrows, so I have 40. And if you think it's realistic that I have 40. And I would like to buy 2 sleeping
Wait, I fired an arrow this
two
fucking
sleeping potions. Or one or
session,
two,
didn't
depends
I?
on the price.
You what about an arrow?
I fired an arrow this session, so I actually need to subtract 1.
That's right. You used an arrow and it missed, but you used it.
I took it because it lent to my feet.
Right.
Well, I thought the orc picked it up and stabbed a guard with it. Did you take it after you stabbed the guard?
Oh no. Okay,
yeah, the
okay.
orc took it and ran it into the guard. It snapped in half. I mean, you're not gonna be able
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So
so-
I have 19 arrows now.
But how much is 20 arrows?
To buy 20 arrows? I don't
Yeah.
think it's that much.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like.
Yeah, let me look. Run-of-the-mill arrows. Yeah, it's like 20 arrows for 1 gold piece.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like round things, and I would like to. What's the price of a sleeping potion, of a strong sleeping potion, the strongest I can find? Let's say.
So any sleeping potion is going to knock someone out for 1 minute. But if they get hit, if a loud sound occurs next to them, they're gonna wake up.
Yeah, that's good enough for
Yeah. So
a
sleeping
sleepy boy.
a sleeping potion is 150 gold pieces.
100 and what?
150 gold pieces.
I take one. I'm not greedy, so. Let me calculate. No, I'm not trying to steal them. Because I don't want to end in a dungeon and then we have trouble next time.
Oh, it would be interesting. Don't get me wrong.
Should I, group? Should I try to steal the potion?
I mean, you're a Kenku, so it makes sense.
That's racist.
The question is
But
the
it's
potion seller
true.
does the potion seller look wealthy? That's important.
Do you look wealthy?
If the potion seller looks wealthy,
But Fleeks, my potions are too powerful for you. This meme just got restarted. Yes.
I know.
it's important because if it's a poor one, he wouldn't they wouldn't
All
steal
right.
from the
I want you to roll a d20.
D20. Just give me a second. Minus nothing. Okay.
No.
17.
Yeah. Just because of the nature of acquiring potions and getting them taken care of, this guy is well-to-do.
Okay, then I attempt a stealing, like sleight of hand, I guess.
Okay, we'll call it sleight of hand.
No! No! No!
What?
This is so close. No, I saw a fucking 1, I think.
Potions spill on him, or everyone's like, "What are you doing? What have you done?"
So, I guess this is good a place as any to stop. So, as it turns out, your Kenku friend, who went out to acquire potions for everyone for later in the evening, did not return upon the morning.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Was I with him when this was going on, or?
You tell me, Fleeks.
Yeah.
Would you
he
be
was
trying to
with me.
steal in front of your tabaxi friend?
Whoa.
While he was distracted, yes. Like it's just a sleight of hand is like just looking around.
Yeah, probably when I wasn't looking.
Probably when you weren't looking, but while the guard was, or while the shopkeeper was. In this case, we're simply going to say that you were. We're simply going to say that not only could you not get the potion, but you basically lost a few gold coins as you were attempting to flee.
Can I pay bribe?
Pay a bribe? No. Well, we're doing that in kind of a quick montage session. So we're gonna do this.
I grab Fleeks and look at the guy. I'm like, I'm sorry for my son. He's very young. He doesn't know what he's doing. Please, my apologies, and I rush him out.
And Fleeks, I want you to roll 2d20.
Ooh.
2d20.
2d20.
Uh-oh.
No, I have a good roll.
So you lost 28 gold pieces in that escape.
When you
So
don't
basically,
roll.
that's the money that you were using to distract and all that. You are down 28 gold pieces, and you do not get your potion of sleep.
Oh.
Okay. With that said, does anyone else wish to do anything else prior to next week's adventure?
I don't have enough money to identify, so unless anybody helps me, then no.
Does anyone want to help him identify something?
Core, bird eyes. I think Ayul should do that because good bird eyes.
Again, it's normally it's 100 gold pieces outside, but you can donate at the temple for 50.
Hello.
No one?
Is still somebody here? Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
I guess no one does.
Yeah,
It's another time then.
me and Fleeks are away at the temple, so we wouldn't really be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do it at the temple.
But
Another
we
time
ate
then.
dragons.
Another time. All right. And with that said, we are going to call it right now. And congratulations on meeting a sheep, defeating a half-orc, and frying some humans turned into wolves. Or at least melting or turning them into wolfsicles. That was very wonderful.
Yeah. Poor wolf.
I think if I'm dare to be so inclined, this requires a song.
Oh, God.
Because I know
An
clips.
experience point.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Experience points are more important than the song. Do we get
The experience points are definitely more important than the song. So let me calculate this out. We didn't go through that. But I do have last week's. Okay, so we did that. We did not. I guess I could say we defeated the bear and the other wolf.
Yeah,
technically.
technically, if an enemy
technically-
leaves or you now like solving it a different way, that's going to be up to the DM. But say if
Oh,
it
yeah.
left the if they left the battle area,
otherwise,
it counts.
If you only give experience for beating something up, then you're only going to beat things up, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So for the last adventure that you guys were on, for finding Ingrid's murderer, well, you did not find the murderer, but you did find out where she went to. We did go into. You did win 2 of the 3 games of chance. 75. So 120. We'll round it up. 125 for the first adventure. Now, for agreeing to assist the sheep, for insulting him a few times, for very intelligently saving him. That was really good. Like bringing him up onto the roof so he could not run away into further danger like I really wanted was very smart.
Kenku and Kenku Dream Bird's Dream Team.
1. Okay. That is going to be a grand total. That is going to be a grand total for this session of 170. XP.
Wow, we are
I'm at
close.
635 at the moment.
Yeah, Goose.
Same.
So Goose was actually no laughing matter. That guy was not a pushover. But that dragon breath compared with the magic missile just right to his spine, there was some serious damage went on
And the
him.
stealth kill.
The stealth kill was absolutely amazing. Yeah, no one hurts Ayul.
And then goes to
It was
sleep.
great.
So
All
what's
right.
experience again?
Say again. So it was 170 for this and 125 for the last one. So that's a grand total of 195.
Yeah. I'm at 635. I don't know if anyone else is at the same.
What?
I really like to play him in character because if somebody hurts him that hard,
That's right.
he gets
So
a
it's
fucking stab.
225 then?
Say again.
How much experience is it? I'm sorry.
We gained between last mission and this mission, it was a grand total of 195.
195 total. Okay.
Total.
Between the two.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Goose was actually level. He was actually a level 4
I'm trying to
character.
find my experience place.
I'm at 535.
You're
We should have
535.
exactly said. I'm
Yeah, I
at
thought you-
635. 635 is where you should be right now.
Yeah, you Eclipse. You gave like over 100 for both sessions, so you didn't.
Yeah.
You said only 100 something. You
Yeah,
calculated
you
up
said
to
a
like
lower
200.
number than.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 125 and 170. That makes in total.
So that
Yeah,
makes
that's good.
225.
Oh gosh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You are absolute. I am an idiot. I can't count today, and I actually teach.
Yeah.
295.
As a matter of fact, actually, you gave us 900 XP, but it's too
No, I
late.
did
it's
not.
It's too late
Okay.
to call that now. But
295 is what it's at. And tweets, what's on your brain?
what?
So how much experience was it level 3?
Level 3, I think, is
900.
900.
Okay.
We still need a few sessions.
Yeah.
What was tweets?
So what's
gonna
on the
say?
tweets brain?
Never mind. I've been muted this whole time, so just ignore me.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm so
What,
sorry.
what were you gonna say?
I just while
Did you want
everyone
to
was
do
talking, I was
something?
basically like, "Hang on, this isn't right. We have 295 because
Yeah.
125 plus 170, and I'm literally on a calculator right now." So
Tweets is like, I know I'm not crazy. Listen to me.
But
I'm
he was
cute."
muted the whole
So-
time.
You all should have the sum I posted in chat 3 times.
Oh my god.
The sum of XP we have now. Because nobody of us got bonus XP.
Yeah, we should all be at the same. We've been leveling up the same.
No, one of
635
us
is what I'm at.
got bonus at some point.
No. Not you.
Teanos got more, but he used a
Ah.
special inspiration card for that, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well. I'm at 635 then too.
All right. Congratulations, everyone. The next mission we will begin. So we will begin again next week. Same bird time, same bird channel, and hopefully with the same cats and birds and dragons that we have.
I should be there.
All right.
Eclipse.
Sorry about that, tweets.
it's okay.
Eclipse.
I just don't ever want. It is a little difficult to make sure everyone gets their own time in, and I do want
Yeah.
to try my best to move around the virtual board that I kind of have in my mind. So I do want to do my best to make sure everyone gets their own time in.
I think it helps. Like some people are texting in the chat, others are doing it verbally. I think that helps too, because then you
It does,
quickly read
and
over.
I've actually been texting something with Zerum too.
Oh. Okay.
Ha ha ha.
To you, Eclipse, I also say muhahaha, because I still need to pester you with songs because I'm the team bard.
I have problems with like I'm too polite, I guess. I don't want to talk if I feel like other people aren't finished with what they're saying. So when like there's an opportunity for me to say something that I think might be funny or just like want to act in character, I don't take it
Just do
immediately
it.
because I want to make sure that the person who was talking originally, like Eclipse, when he's doing like characters in campaign, I want to make sure he said everything he can say.
Yeah.
And then before I have a chance to
I would-
speak up, it seems like other people are like, okay, he's done. Boom, I'm talking now. And I'm just like, oh, well, I'm going to shut up and wait for them to stop now.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. If you have a really, really good joke and you need to bring it immediately, like this joke has to be right now, and you
Well,
feel
that-
like, oh my god, then use sparingly just like 3 exclamation marks in the chat. Oh, it doesn't work. just write out.
And you did notice you did notice how when we played like at a physical table together, it was much easier for me to point at an individual and say,
Yeah.
"You, what are you doing next?" it's much easier at a physical table to direct people and to keep everyone in
Yeah.
line.
It's way
On a
easier.
You
virtual
can
table like
mute
this-
people, can you? And then,
Can
and
you
like,
make
Yeah.
like a kind of writing whose turn it is, like putting a token to point at them with some, I don't know.
I think it's
You know
something
what?
to look
I will-
to think over.
There has got to be a good way of managing a group of people on Roll20. So I will look into that, and I will make sure that I want this to be the best for everyone. And I am dedicated to that. So I will see if I can find some sort of tool or a concept that might work best for an online session like this.
I have a few ideas, but I'll need to think on them a little bit more before I get back to you on it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that you're missing out with this. Like you can't tell like body language or anything else like that. That's
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
just set
And-
the
that
cake
keys in.
Yeah,
just set the
it-
cake was asleep.
and when you do have people like Tweets who are just naturally, I don't want to step on someone, I want to say things when I feel comfortable, it really is difficult to find time to be comfortably loud to say what you want to say. So I do understand that.
Yep, I had that same challenge. So
Yep. All right, everyone. In that case, thank you very much again for a fantastic evening, and I wish you all adieu. And I will,
Seriously,
yeah.
seriously, best round so far for some reason. It was so good.
Yeah, death from above.
or the top two. Let's say the top two, because I remember the round when we not killed anyone was
Yeah.
also good.
That's right.
But we killed a fucking rude orc.
And Eclipse, I believe you're still trying to run away from my beautifully not annoying and terrible singing.
What do we have? Take us away. Take us away, George.
Because I think it'd be hilarious. I cannot sing.
We are
but
ending the stream on Torch's melodious voice.
So, with the events of this session, you may think that the bear ought to prevail and be tucked someplace all safe and sound. The Damnedor captured and rotting in jail, his wolves nowhere around. But there's no happy endings, not here and not now. This tale is all sorrow and woes. You dream that justice and peace win the day, but that's simply not how the story goes. And I'll just end it there. I think you've had enough. I want to try and do at least one song each session to be a better bard.
nice.
Good.
awesome.
That is bardic aspirations.
Yeah, and every time you actually, I mean, I know that in some rounds, every time the bard does an act, like getting money or something, yeah, you know what I mean, and does a throw of how's it called, a performance, yeah. He does a performance throw. They always sing, and if they throw, if they make it really bad, they do a really bad thing like throw high. They really go out of them, like
Right.
bards sing a lot.
Well, I'm gonna end the stream
tend to sing a
here,
lot.
but
Could I make a bard character that is really, really bad at being a bard, and instead of being able